State Champs Sports Network is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Visit ltu.edu today. State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza, home of the original flavored crust pizza. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to reactiontechnologies.com for more information. The Construction Association of Michigan, the voice of the construction industry in Michigan. Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Welcome into Rochester Adams, a picture-perfect night here. And boy, do we have a dandy for you as the Highlanders are hosting the Lakers from West Bloomfield. Along with my broadcast partner, Grant Perry, my name is Sean Belegian. Grant, so many great storylines heading into this one. Let's start with the visitors from West Bloomfield.
Yeah, coming off a loss to Groves. They had a great week one versus Chippewa Valley. Really came out and set the tone. Had a setback versus Groves. Changed their identity on defense. Look for them to fix that this week. If they want to have success and come out with a win today, look for Jeremiah Benson, D lineman, to have a good day, get in the backfield, be a disruptor, and then offense, Josh Tate, running back, and Cameron Flowers, the receiver. Those are two explosive weapons that they need to play well today.
Well, like so many other places, just a great atmosphere here. The bagpipe is piping, and the quarterback is quarterbacking. Like so many other places, you got to start with the quarterback when you're talking about the Highlanders.
Absolutely. Rylan, a.k.a. Rhino Waters, a beast, coming off of a first-team all-conference sophomore season. Strong runner, strong arm, does exactly what the coach asked him to in his run-through contact. This guy's going to be a game-changer today, but also they're going to throw it too. I mean, 77% on completion percentage, so he knows where to throw with the ball. Also look for him in the run game as well.
Well, the third member of our broadcast team here all across the State Champs Network and on Local 4 Plus has a great story to get us ready for kickoff, so let's throw it to Kara Lyles. Kara?
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Well, Adams head coach Tony Petrito has been at the helm of this program for the last 21 years. And for each and every one of those seasons, he's been the one calling the offense. But this year, season 22, he's had somebody else come in to take over that role. And who it is pretty special. It's his son, Mark.
We have a great staff, and he's had a great staff around him forever, and it's mostly the same staff. So our offensive line coach does a great job, Coach Springer. My teammate from college, Coach Ben Malizic, helps with the quarterbacks and our passing game. Coach Sawyer does a great job helping with O-line, skill positions. And then I always have my dad to lean on in a tough spot of a game. So it's easy when you have the right guys around you.
Yeah, well, Mark also told us earlier this week that it was hard for him to even get on his dad's coaching staff at first, saying that sometimes they still bicker at the kitchen table, whether it was what happened in last week's game or in this week's game. They always end up coming to some sort of understanding, but we're just excited to see those two share the sidelines in Game Time Live, and we'll have more coming up after the break.
At Hungry Howie's, we're famous for flavor, and this is our Chief Flavor Officer. Every hour of every day, our CFO obsesses over the tastiest ingredients to craft the most delicious flavored crust pizzas at the most unbelievable prices. And he's making this summer the summer of flavor. Try Hungry Howie's all-new Backyard Burger Pizza, or pick up a Pickle Bacon Ranch Pizza for a limited time only. Order a large for just $14.99 each.
Hungry
Howie's! At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sennebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
A high score.
A big win.
These things are impressive.
But it's what you don't see that counts.
The years of honing our skills.
The late nights and early mornings.
Pushing through even when it hurts.
The teamwork.
The dedication.
You don't see the hours of practice our team puts into winning games, but it pays off on the field.
And you don't see the years of practice our attorneys put into winning cases, but it pays off in the courtroom. The Detroit Lions.
And 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Winning for you.
It's Gardner White versus everybody, and nobody beats our discount one day. Saturday, get our biggest discount ever, 31.3% off everything. Best-selling sectionals, their price $21.99. Ours, $14.95. Designer sofas, their price $14.99. Ours, $9.93. Plus, no interest and free same-day delivery. These are the best deals, period, with an extra 31.3% off. Detroit's lowest prices at Gardner White, Saturday 10 to 9.
State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.
Oh, what a great atmosphere here on the campus of Rochester Adams. Just a beautiful night. Friday nights in the fall were made for moments like this, and we are so happy to be bringing it to you all across the State Champs Network, and certainly our friends with Local 4 Plus. Once again, Kara Lyles down on the field. Grant Perry upstairs here just a few minutes away from kickoff. And Grant, you and I were joking about this. We've run into some great weather, okay? It's bound to catch up to us, but let's enjoy it while it lasts. This night's perfect.
I mean, you got to be where your feet are at, and right now this weather is beautiful. Matched with an unreal atmosphere here. Student section here for Rochester Adams is looking fantastic. I mean, from the bottom of the bleachers all the way to the top, and you look all the way across, I mean, it's full here. This is going to be a great day, great atmosphere, and can't wait to see these boys kick it off here on the field.
You know, we mentioned it in the pregame show. You have the bagpipe out here. You have the fellas running on the field and holding the Highlander shield, and now West Bloomfield making their way onto the field as well. Just a couple minutes away from kickoff. Of course, we will honor our nation with our national anthem. But Grant, as the Lakers make their way on the field, far side of the field, two high-ranked teams, something's got to give here tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, coming into this day, you know, West Bloomfield coming in 1-1, lost to Groves last week. But look for them to play their best today. They're trying to figure out their identity both offensively and defensively and get the ball going here early offensively if you're West Bloomfield. If you're Adams, you're 2-0, but Coach Petrino said we haven't played our best football yet, and we're looking forward to it here today. It's going to be a physical game. Expect the helmets to be clashing today on both sides.
What a statement game this is going to be tonight. Make no mistake about that. And we are just a couple minutes away from kickoff. Of course, Grant, as you mentioned, West Bloomfield looking for some bounce back. If this is a team, they're not used to losing a heck of a lot of games. And I think last week left a bad taste in their mouth, and they're going to want to get that taste out quick, fast, and hurry tonight.
Yeah, and talking with Coach Hilbers, said that, Week 1 victory versus Chippewa Valley was, really good, but the guys' head got a little too big. They were, playing on their highs too high. Coming in Week 2, they got punched in the mouth by Groves, who's a physical team with a lot of impressive seniors on that team. So look for them here today to find themselves, play within themselves, get guys open in space offensively and defensively, trying to play in that Adams backfield tonight.
And a proud tradition. They produce so many quality athletes out here. The Highlanders off to this 2-0 start. What do they have to do tonight?
I mean, they got to play physical. I mean, they are a physical brand of football, but stay on the field on third down if you're the offense. Get the ball moving, stay ahead of the clock, control the clock. That's what Groves did versus West Bloomfield, and that's where West Bloomfield had to get out of their rhythm. So if you can control the clock, stay on the grind, defensively get stops on third down, if you're Rochester Adams, you're in a good position.
Let's take a look at Grant's keys to the game right here.
Yep, so West Bloomfield defensively tighten up the chin strap and match the intensity. I mean, Adams doesn't come out and play physical football. They're a veer team, so you got to be ready, stay disciplined. Offensively, if you're West Bloomfield, be the aggressor. If you can get up on the scoreboard, you're going to force Adams to kind of get out of that veer and start throwing the ball more, and that's not what they want to do. And if you're Rochester Adams, defensively, find a way to steal 1 or 2 possessions, own the clock. Offensively, stay ahead of schedule, pick up those hard third downs.
We're just a couple minutes away from kickoff. Now our national anthem. Well, a fantastic rendition of our national anthem. Look at that band. Look at the size of that band out there. And Grant Perry, the student section here, one of the biggest student sections I've seen in a long, long time. They love their football out this way, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And it looks like it's America themed tonight. Team USA, everyone's rocking the red, white, and blue, supporting the Rochester Adams Highlanders tonight. Good crowd here. But they're facing a tough opponent, West Bloomfield, coming off a loss. Expect West Bloomfield to come out angry as well tonight.
Looking forward to it, of course, the Highlanders in those yellow helmets you can see right there. Great shot there. And then you got the Lakers, the familiar white. This is a program that I think everybody around the state knows what they do and what they've done for quite some time now. And I had a chance to talk to Coach Hilbers before the game, and he said the same thing. He said, we've been there, we've done that, we've lost some games. It's time to focus on this one, and I think that's what darn good programs do. So expect a great, great effort from the visitors here tonight. Rochester Adams is going to receive this kick. Take a look at the breeze tonight. The breeze gusting a little bit, Grant. Maybe, just maybe, a factor here tonight. We'll wait and see how that plays itself out. But about to get this one underway. Nice to see some color already in some of the trees on the far side of the field. Temperature dropped a little bit. Feeling like a fall night here tonight. And we are so glad you're joining us wherever you may be tonight on the State Champs Network. And, of course, Local 4+. We are underway, sending it deep, and I do mean deep, well into the end zone. Rochester Adams is going to start with the touchback. Well, we talked about him in the pregame. You put the focus on him. Rhino. We get to see him up close and personable now. Yeah,
Rhino Wade Waters, a.k.a. Mr. Ryland. This guy, he's going to have a good day today. I mean, everything goes through him. Offense runs through him. He's going to touch the ball. Obviously, he's the quarterback. He's going to touch the ball every play. But expect him to be in the production of the offense about 75% of it. I mean, they're going to throw it here and there. Not a big throwing team. They've thrown it 18 times thus far this season. But he's 77% on the season so far. So he knows where to go with the football when it is in the air.
Mateo Humbert, the lone setback. Keep an eye on him as well, wearing number 13. Grant, we saw him down on the field before the game. That is, what was the term that you used? Just one big muscle. He looked like one big muscle, didn't he?
To quote Coach Petrito, a mass of muscle. He said, wait till you see him on the field, and boy, was he right. I mean, just a ball of rock down there. So we'll see how he's running through tackles tonight, because I'm sure those West Bloomfield defenders are going to feel his presence.
Waters in the shotgun for now. He's got a receiver split far side, one near side, one in the slot. Now receiver's going to switch. 2 far side, 1 near side. Lone setback remains Mateo Humpert. 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Going to keep it on the ground. Try the left side. Boy, look at him run hard. Taking that contact on at the 21 and giving a free ride all the way up to the 25. There's your 5 yards on 1st down, Grant.
Yep, and they go, they pull a guard to the front side there, give the ball to Mateo. He meets number 25, Kylo Dickerson, in the hole there, and boy, did Kylo Dickerson go for a ride right there.
Humbert stays in, lone setback, Waters, shotgun formation. This time he's got 1 receiver on the far side, 2 on the near side. Just underway here, no score. Waters barking out the signal now. West Bloomfield shows pressure. They keep it on the ground. Keeper has got some space, makes a cut at the 1st down marker and more. Out past the 35-yard line. There's that dangerous quarterback, Ryland Waters.
Great job there. Number 9, Corey Pittman, is the alley defender there for West Bloomfield. He gets blocked down. And right here you see this offense for Adams. Obviously we mentioned, Mateo Humbert, number 13, in the quarterback. Look out for Tommy Offer, number 5, as well, in the passing and in the reverse wing action game.
4 receiver set now. 2 split outside, 2 on the inside. Humbert stays in as the lone setback. Waters shotgun formation again. The lefty back to pass, looking far side of the field. 50-50 ball, incomplete. Good defense out there that time. Jamal Shakespeare.
Good job, Jamal Shakespeare, one of these safeties, a junior. Both these teams are young teams. You're going to see a lot of juniors on this field tonight, and Jamal Shakespeare is one of them. You just highlighted Jamal Shakespeare. I talked about Jamari Benson, number 54, playing that D end for West Bloomfield. Look for him to be a factor. Vegas Say, linebacker, who they have to count on tonight to make a lot of tackles, especially with Mateo Humbert, number 13 of Adams.
Empty backfield this time. Sorry about that, partner. Trips on the far side, including 1 on the slot. You've got that fine-looking running back, Mateo Humbert, lined up on the near side. Empty backfield for Waters. Sends a man in motion, going to hand it to him. No space there, blown up right away all over that, not giving the young man Nolan Ferris any chance, setting up a 3rd and long.
That's a good job by number 9, Corey Pittman. He's the alley defender, whether he's on the front side or the back side of the play. Him and number 7, Jaden Allis, are going to be those alley defenders. He does a good job of forcing the ball carrier to cut inside. To his help, Vegas Say, number 16, that linebacker, transfer from actual Brother Rice, makes a play there. Good tackle.
Well, let's see what they dial up here. This is going to be 3rd and 11. That's going to go in the book as a loss of 1. Bring her in tight. Humbert back behind Waters, shotgun formation. 3rd and 11. The lefty rolls outside, looks outside. He's going to take off and run. No space out there. Lucky to just jump forward to pick up about 2 yards, but well short of a 1st down, and the Laker defense does its job, Grant.
Yep, and if you're Adams, we talked about the key, staying ahead of schedule. Don't want to fall into those 3rd and long situations, which they found themselves in there. They try to roll out Rhino, Waters, try to get into the edge, but Jamari does a great job of getting on there, holding on to the tackle, and bringing them down there, bringing up a 4th down.
Daniel Seymour checks in. Thanks to one of the staff here with the Highlanders. Appreciate that heads up. Back deep is the dangerous, above aforementioned Corey Pittman for the Lakers. Punter stands on his own 24, lets this one go. Short kick, but going to take a big Highlander bounce. Oh, look at that, inside the 20, rolling down at about the 16-yard line. That's where the Lakers will take over with their first offensive set, with 9:08 to go here in the scoreless first quarter.
And the old saying goes, if you win 2 out of 3 phases of the game, 2 out of 3 being offense, defense, or special teams, you have a good chance of winning the game there. Got to have a good day on special teams if you're Rochester Adams, especially with the type of offense they run, where they're going to try to run the clock, run the ball. You can flip field and make West Bloomfield earn every yard. You're putting your defense in a good spot.
So here comes that Laker offense. This is an offense that it's taken them some time to get a rhythm going so far this year, but obviously, Grant, they've shown they can explode.
Yep, and right now they got Jamal Shakespeare in at quarterback. They run a 2-quarterback system. Jamal Shakespeare, a little bit shifty, a little bit more agile on the run. Expect him to pick up yards with his feet tonight.
Shotgun formation, direct snap to him. Look at him weave his way past the 15-yard line up to about the 18-yard line. It didn't look like there were any space there, but somehow he weaved and did his thing and ends up picking up 1.
Yeah, and he's an athlete. I mean, he finds ways to get open and make the hard yards count right there. And he's got a couple guys up front. I'm talking about Travis Robertson, number 73, and Jay Gardenhire. I mean, 6'6" for Travis and 6'8" for Jay. I mean, those are big targets, big linemen. So if they can move these defensive linemen off the ball, expect Jamal Shakespeare and Josh Tate, number 3, the running back, to have a good day.
Shakespeare stays in at the quarterback position. Nate Herbert checks in as well, number 35. Second, and we'll call it 8. The give is to the deep back. Tate gets his way past the 20. Big hit there at about the 22-yard line, setting up in third, and we'll call it 5, Grant.
And a really good job right there. And, I mean, that's just, Josh Tate's got good vision. He sees the hole, but you can't cut it off. You got to be able to protect the cut back there if you're Adams, because Josh Tate's going to take advantage of it. He finds the cut, makes this a 3rd down and 4, and very manageable here for the West Bloomfield.
Yeah, they marked that up. You're right. That's a 3rd and 4, not a 3rd and 5. And Shakespeare claps his hands. It's a keeper. He's bottled up in the backfield, gets out of one tackle. He's not going to get out of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The Highlanders were swarming, and that's a loss back. Forward progress to the 12-yard line.
And you can see the physicality. Adams came out. They said, offense, it's okay. We got your back. We're going to come out here on defense and make a statement. Liam Kenya right there, number 50, one of the better pass rushers here for this Adams defense, does a great job of containing the play, wrapping up Shakespeare. That's another thing. You got to wrap up. These athletic kids for West Bloomfield will make you hurt if they miss the tackle right there. Does a great job, Liam Kenya, tackling and bringing them down there for a 4th down.
Well, this should set the Highlanders up with some pretty good field position. Unless you let a big punt go, and that's exactly what the Lakers did. My goodness, what a bomb that was inside the 25, and rolls out of bounds all the way back to the 22-yard line. Isn't that what you talked about? The 3 sides of the game. Special team play like that can really flip the script.
Yep, especially if offenses, both these offenses have gotten to slow starts on this season, trying to find their rhythm. So good job there of flipping the field if you're the special teams for West Bloomfield.
Hey, Hungry Howie's is a great partner of the State Champs Network's Mr. Football and Anvil Awards. Hungry Howie's, the original flavored crust pizza. Order your pizza now at hungryhowies.com. Trust me, extra Cajun crust all over the pizza. You'll thank me later. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders there. 2nd possession of the game. They mark it at the 22-yard line. Waters shotgun again. Sends a man in motion near to far side. Going to keep the ball on the ground. Good play fake. Look at all the space for Waters. 1st down and more up to the 38-yard line.
In Waters, he's the quarterback, but, I mean, you might as well treat him like a running back. I mean, talking to Coach this week, he says, I like my quarterbacks to run through contact. When that sideline's approaching, I don't want him to go out of bounds. I want him to set the tone and run through guys. You see it right here, Waters picking up the hard 1st down.
Shotgun as he's been all game here. This time he steps out, looks to the near sideline. The deep back again. The senior, fine-looking senior, Mateo Humbert. 1st and 10. For the Highlanders. It gives to Humbert, this time hit back behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress, and I think that's being kind. Big swarm of the men in white up there, Grant.
Yep, number 55, another guy in that D-line that we should mention, a captain, one of the 3 junior captains on this West Bloomfield team, Kamari Pittman, plug in the middle right there, making it hard for Mateo to find anywhere to go on that play.
Empty backfield. Mateo Humbert is going to line up far side, trip receivers near side.
They like the screen pass when they go split like this. Be ready for it.
Sends a man in motion. They fake the jet. Keeper all the way. Waters just puts his head down, gets what he can get, ends up picking up about 4, setting up what should be a 3rd and 6.
And if Adams wants to have success in the run game today, they're going to have to challenge the perimeter, but both inside, right? If you want to just run inside, West Bloomfield's going to be able to key in on that. You got to be able to attack the perimeter, make those guys run lateral, and like you see there, Waters reads it well, takes it inside as everyone's moving laterally. Does a good job picking up 5 here, making this a 3rd down and 6 and manageable here for this Adams offense.
No score yet. Clock running. 5:05 to go here. 1st quarter. Waters, shotgun formation, fakes the handoff. Has to run out of the pocket. Far side, throws in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Looked like Nolan Ferris had a good beat on it right in front of that Laker sideline, Grant, but it falls incomplete, and they're forced to punt.
Yep, and right there, I mean, if you're Adams, you got to make that play. I mean, that ball is well thrown right into your breadbasket. Noah Ferris there, the backup quarterback as well, just can't come down with it. Right on the sideline there, good ball away from the defender. That's what I'm sure Noah Ferris would like back.
So the defense is making the statement early on here today. Certainly the Laker offense would love to change that dynamic. Pittman back again, stands at his own 23-yard line. Line drive punt. Pittman's going to come up and get it on the run. 30-yard line, makes one man miss, can't make the second miss. Good special team coverage. He gets up to about the 32, and that's where the Lakers will take over. Hey, elevate your technique with Reaction Technologies. Their product helps enhance athletes' safety in football by improving their technique. Follow them on all social media at Reaction Tech to see how they protect athletes. Beautiful night here tonight, along with Grant Perry, Kara Lyles down on the field. I'm Sean Baligian. No place we'd rather be on a Friday night. We mean that. The Friday night lights here in the great state of Michigan just keep getting brighter and brighter every year. And these two teams, well, they're proof of that. So here come the Lakers. Their second possession of the game. Going to keep it on the ground. A little space over the right side, out past the 30, up to the 33-yard line. As you talked about, we're going to see some Jamal Shakespeare. We're also going to see Bo Jackson in at quarterback as well. He handed that one off.
Yep, Bo Jackson, he's a 6'4 quarterback, got some good height, transferred over from Catholic Central. This is a kid that can throw the ball, but also can run it as well. Don't anticipate him just throwing it. It's a guy they like to mix in with Jamal Shakespeare to kind of keep defenses on their toes. Look for him to make some throws downfield today.
Got a flag on the field. Yep, 5-yard penalty, so move them up. So that'll turn a 2nd and 8 into a 2nd and 3 for the Lakers. All white jerseys, shotgun formation for Bo Jackson. Going to keep it on the ground. Some space over the left side this time. Boy, he just keeps going low to the ground, out past the 45. They're going to mark him down at the 45, but that's a first down Lakers.
Yeah, and that could have been a lot more right there. That hole opened up, a good closing hole by Nolan Ferris there. Excuse me, no, that was Dominic Bakari, junior linebacker, who's really stepped up into a role this year. Has become a player that they count on. Leading tackler coming into the night, 3 sacks through the first 2 games. Really a vocal leader on this defense that they are happy is emerging.
Well, it's been a chess match so far. Both teams kind of moving between the 30s, if you will. Lakers are going to try to change that dynamic right now as they've got a fresh set of downs on the 45-yard line. You can see on the far sideline that is a longtime assistant coach, Ken Rise. 1st and 10 for the Lakers. 1 receiver split far side, 2 on the near side. Shotgun formation for Jackson. Going to keep the ball on the ground. Some space again for Josh Tate. Punches his way past the 45, up close to the 47. Give him 3, setting up a 2nd and 7.
West Bloomfield, they got the size advantage up front, both offensively and defensively on that line. But right now, Adams is doing a fantastic job of containing these runs to 2, 3, 4 yards, not letting the explosive play hurt him yet. And sometimes speed beats power and size, and right now Adams is using these 3-down linemen with these 4 backers, doing a good job of plugging every gap.
Jackson looking over that defense, shotgun formation, claps his hands once. There's the snap, back to pass, complete, 50. First down and more inside Highlander territory, brought down at the 43-yard line. Nothing fancy there.
Nope, nothing fancy. And talking to Coach Petrito, they're trying to find the common balance. The balance they want to be in is, we want to have our cornerbacks off, but we don't want them bailing for no reason, right? We don't want to give up underneath throws that hurt us down the field with playmakers that can make guys miss. Right there, they do a good job of finding the receiver there, Elijah Durham.
Back in business, keep the ball on the ground. Breaking 1 tackle, breaking out of a couple more would-be tacklers up to about the 33-yard line. Good hard run by Josh Tate. The senior stays so low to the ground, Grant.
Yeah, great center of balance, great contact balance, too, through the hit. Does a good job, runs really hard through contact. That's a guy that's going to be playing at the D1 level here next season.
Lakers threatening 2nd and 2. Going to keep it on the ground. Tate again out past the 30. Punches his way down to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Good enough for another Laker first down.
And if they can find success in the run game, it's going to open up the pass game. You saw the hitch throw there to Durham there on 2 plays ago, but if they keep pounding the rock here, it's going to cause Adams to have to step up. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take a shot here coming up.
Quick tempo, shotgun formation, 1 clap, handoff to Tate again. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look at that. Out past the 15, perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle there by Cameron DeWood. It looked like Tate was a step away, but Cameron stepped up and made a big tackle as it is another first down for the Lakers down to the 13-yard line. Going to take a timeout here. Hey, listen, nothing fancy here, Grant. I mean, you're a couple of nice throws from the quarterback, Bo Jackson, but a steady dose of Josh Tate.
Yeah, Josh Tate, he's going to be the guy tonight. I mean, just putting it behind him, letting him carry the ball, and that good push from the O-line.
Well, there's a look at one of the fine officials. So many great officials all across the great state of Michigan, and there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Make sure you log on to mhsaa.com for more info. Boy, just a beautiful night down here in Rochester. From my side of town, there's no easy way to get here. From your side of town, there's no easy way to get anywhere.
No, it's across the state. We travel, but we get the miles in. But there wouldn't be a place I'd rather be.
No.
I mean, Friday Night Lights here on the east side of the state. You can't beat it.
It is fantastic, and certainly the hometown team, the Highlanders, looking for their defense to step up here as the Lakers putting together a nice little run here. Bo Jackson is going to stay back in. By the way, it's B-E-A-U, Bo, not Bo. That other guy. Jackson claps his hands, fakes the jet, hands it off again. Tate makes one man miss, and then he's bottled up after maybe a gain of 1.
And it's Liam Kenya again, number 50, plug in the middle right there. Both these defenses like to run the 3 down front, odd front, meaning they're going to plug the center. There's going to be a guy right over the center. There's going to be a guy in between, the tackle and the guards. It's up to those D linemen to really penetrate and let the linebackers flow. That time, Liam Kenya did a fantastic job of beating the guy across his face, wrapping up Josh Tate.
Lakers threatening Jackson in the shotgun again, sends a man in motion. Gives it on the jet. It's smelled out. He makes a couple men miss. Has to run out of bounds right about the 15-yard line. Boy, he did all he could just to make that a loss of 2, Grant.
Yeah, and that's Cameron Flowers. I mean, he's their burner. I mean, this guy runs a 10,600-meter dash. I mean, that's a guy you do not want to let get around the corner on you. Rochester Adams does a fantastic job of keeping everything inside, staying to that near hip of that running back or receiver. Does a good job bringing him down. Right now, the perimeter game right now for West Bloomfield isn't there. They're running up the middle really well. Look for them to try to keep that going and get that push from those big old linemen up front.
Cameron Flowers, of course, taking his talents down to the Glass Bowl. Boy, a great place down there in Toledo. It really has, and the Rockets have had such a good program for many, many years. Not exactly surprised when they knock off somebody. Jackson, shotgun formation on this 3rd and long. Looking over the middle, intercepted, tip drill. 5, 10, 15, knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Check this out. I mean, Bo Jackson's just going to look. Let's see if he looks it off. He's got the motion. He's kind of looking it down all the way. Doesn't give it eyes to the other side, trying to look off the safety there. Really good job by 54 Shakira, doing a good job of deflecting the ball. And then Don Bakari coming in with the tip drill. I mean, that's Rochester Adams football. Guys working hard, helping each other, coming up with a red zone turnover. That's exactly what the coach drew up.
That's a huge turnover because that was quite the impressive drive, again, with a steady dose of Josh Tate. You got John Kidd down there, great angle. Hey, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm injured? Get the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM. That's 1-800-CALL-SAM. $1:48 left in this first quarter. No score. Big turnover here. Let's see if the Highlanders can take advantage. Keeper for Waters gets outside. Not a lot of room near side out about the 25-yard line. Pretty good gain, though. Give him 5.
Yeah, absolutely fooled me. I thought he handed that one off. Really good job. Also fooled number 9, Corey Pittman, the alley defender there, responsible for anything that comes his way. Gets fooled as well, steps inside. Rhino Waters takes it, runs it outside for a good game.
Put 2 guys in the backfield now on this 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation. Lakers show blitz, keeper all the way. Big hole, right side, 35. Close to the 40 is Waters. That is one tough kid carrying the ball, Grant.
And Waters saw it right away. He pointed out right to the middle backers, hey, they're going to blitz. Does a good job of checking it, getting it to the play, to the outside of the tackle with the lead blocker. Does a good job there, picks up the first down. Josh Bryant, number 44, brings him down before he can get any more yards.
2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Shotgun formation from Waters. He stops, he looks, he's coming to the near sideline, talking to Coach Petrito. Now he barks at his lineman. Once again, the lone setback. This is blown up right away. Helmet goes flying. I think we might get a face mask down there, Grant.
Yep, I think it's going to be on Jaden Allos, number 7. And he'll be able to stay in the game. If the helmet comes off during the commencement of a penalty, you're fine to stay in. If not, he'd have to come out for a play. But tough runner right there. He's going to stay in the game. And look at those. Look at the biceps. This guy works out. There's no doubt about it. 6'2", 200 pounds. He's a big kid.
That's a junior quarterback, too. He's got a bright future ahead of him, does this young man, Rylan Waters, as does the senior running back, Mateo Humbert. First down all the way now into West Bloomfield territory at the 46-yard line. Clock running with $1:05 left in this first half. As soon as I say that, now we're going to get a stoppage. The officials just want to get on the same page to be sure. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. For now, empty backfield for Waters.
This is, 2 wings here. Mateo on one wing and another wing on the other side. Expect counter, some type of misdirection going one way.
You can see Rhino walking over to the near sideline, getting the play in. 1st and 10, 46-yard line for the Highlanders. Man in motion. They fake the jet. Waters over the right side. 40, gets a block. 35, out of bounds, just in front of the 30-yard line. And we talked about it before, former wide receiver Grant Perry. When those receivers can make blocks like that down the field, you're springing for an extra 5-10 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a receiver, you're taught, hey, don't watch the defender's eyes. He'll tell you exactly when the play is going to be near you, and that's when you go extra hard right there. Really good job on the perimeter blocking. They do a good job of sending the guy in motion, and they go quarterback counter. 2 guys pulling, and then it was just open all day right there. Really good run, really good play call there by Mark Petrito.
Lachlan Tillotson, who's now lining up far side, was the Highlander that made that block. In business now, down to the 31-yard line. Waning moments of this first quarter, no score yet. Highlanders now threatening. Lone setback again, number 13, Humbert. Now check that this time over the right side. That's Cameron DeWood.
Cameron DeWood coming from the wing position. You're expecting Mateo Humbert up the middle, right? They faked to Mateo, quarterback, and it looked like it could have been a bad play there, but you got Rhino Waters handing the ball off. You're in good hands right there, and he hands it off to Dawood. He gets a few yards there on the reverse.
Let's see if they get one more play off here. Waning moments of this first quarter. I'm not sure they're going to. Nope, they aren't. That will be the end of this first quarter. Highlanders threatening currently with a 2nd and 6 from the Laker 27-yard line. When we come back, no score here all across the State Champs Network and our friends at Local 4 Plus.
At Hungry Howie's, we're famous for flavor, and this is our Chief Flavor Officer. Every hour of every day, our CFO obsesses over the tastiest ingredients to craft the most delicious flavored crust pizzas at the most unbelievable prices. And he's making this summer the summer of flavor. Try Hungry Howie's all-new Backyard Burger Pizza, or pick up a Pickle Bacon Ranch Pizza for a limited time only. Order a large for just $14.99 each.
Hungry?
Howie's! My name is Dan, and I have dealt with family heating and cooling for 20 years plus. As property manager, I use family heating and cooling because they're honest, they're on time, and fair priced. I would definitely recommend family heating and cooling for their services.
Family is not just our name, it's the way we do business.
My father chose the name Family Heating because he wanted our company to treat everyone like family. Contact us today for your heating, cooling, and electrical needs, and you'll see the difference family makes.
In football, safety is a priority at all levels. At Reaction Technologies, we prioritize heads-up training and proper technique to minimize head, neck, and spinal injuries. Our patented product, Heads Up Trainer, forces athletes to have their heads up at the point of contact while making a tackle. Designed for athletes at all levels, Heads Up Trainer integrates seamlessly with existing training tools. Reaction Technologies, coming soon.
High School, we are scoreless going in to. If you are a Michigan football fan, you might have this West Bloomfield coaching staff to partially thank for their national championship last year. There were 4 West Bloomfield alumni on that 15-0 team: Amir Herring, Samaj Morgan, Makari Page, and of course the Donovan Edwards. But was speaking with Coach Hilbers earlier this week, he had so many good things to say about each and every one of those guys. He said it was just such a surreal moment, you guys, being able to go watch them on college's biggest stage. And he did say, although he is a Michigan State fan, he just might have a Donovan Edwards bobblehead on his mantle at home, guys.
You know, I knew I liked that Coach Hilbers guy. Come on, it was there, Grant.
Hey.
You would lose respect for me if I didn't take that,
It was
right?
a layup toss right to you.
Here they come, trying the right side. Waters pushing his way up to about the 21-yard line. That should be enough for a Highlander first down. And again, you know, this is another one of those drives, much like you saw West Bloomfield's last drive. Not a lot of fancy stuff going on here, just getting that run game going a little bit.
Yep, getting the run game going, getting the plays that they like, figuring out what the defense is doing and kind of counter-offering that. Right now it's Rhino Waters and it's Mateo Humbert doing the work.
Here they go, shotgun formation again, threaten on the Laker 21-yard line. No score yet here. Beautiful night down here in Rochester. The house that Josh Rennell built. I'll get into that in a second. Waters are going to keep it over the 20, inside the 15-yard line. Boy, it looked like there was no space out there, Grant. Somehow he popped out, ends up picking up a good 5 yards.
And right now, I mean, they're just finding out what's working and what's not. And right now, the quarterback run game. And we saw the quarterback counter on that last, that before the quarter ended. And there they go, quarterback option right there. He had the option to pitch it, but he sees the lane, takes it, gets lead blockers at the point of attack, and does the rest of the work.
Boy, this kid makes things happen. Looked like he was bottled up. He pops for 7. 2nd and 3. The playbook is open. No score yet here in the second quarter, but certainly the Highlanders threatening. Great crowd out here tonight. Waters looking over that defense, shotgun formation, single back, keeps it again, tries the right side, spin, ball comes loose. I think the Lakers got it. They do indeed. So much like the last drive, Grant, a very promising drive, a turnover, and it flips the script.
Another red zone turnover. This is uncanny of the Rochester Adams offense here, but we're just going to see Ryland keeps the inside read, does a good job of getting at the point of attack, delivers the hammer, but you got to secure the ball there. Really good job by West Bloomfield, bringing multiple guys to the party, attacking the football once he's wrapped up. They do a good job of creating a red zone turnover just like Adams had.
I had to mention my buddy Josh Rennell. He was a star here for the Highlanders, went and had a great career at Wayne State, member of the Wayne State Hall of Fame, and does broadcasts with me for Wayne State football, Grant.
Full circle right there.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works out. Bo Jackson back in, handoff, trying the right side, some space cut up the middle, all the way up to about the 21-yard line, 6 yards on a first down carry. Tate again is a workhorse.
Yeah, he is, and he does a good job of pressing the line of scrimmage, allowing those linebackers to declare what gap they're going to take, They all force the right side, which allows their right, which allows Josh Tate's right side to open up. Does a good job of finding the open lane and picking up 6.
Tate the lone setback, 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Jackson back to pass, looking, firing, completing, close to the stick. I'm not sure he's got the first down. I think it's going to be a little short, setting up what should be, let's call it 3rd and a yard and a half.
Yep, and that's a good throw. I mean, that's not an easy throw when you got a slot defender playing underneath that hitch area. Does a good job of throwing it high to 6'3", Elijah Durham, the prospect that's got a number of offers. Really good job, explosive receiver. Good job getting in the ball, but also doing it in a secure manner.
Boy, both defenses coming up big here. As you mentioned, red zone turnovers. Huge 3rd down here. Jackson shotgun, claps his hands, going to hand it off. 1st down and more. Look at Tate breaking a tackle out past the 30, finally brought down at the 32-yard line.
And when it's all said and done, he's going to have 20, 25 carries tonight. I mean, just the way that they're moving the ball right now, it's through Josh Tate and this offensive line, and they're doing a good job. He's doing a really good job of running hard, getting through that first line, getting to the second level, breaking those arm tackles, and really forcing those linebackers and those safeties to come downhill. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets one here eventually on this drive and breaks one open.
Cameron Flowers, the lone setback far side. He's certainly a Mr. Football candidate this year. 2 receivers near side. Jackson back to pass. Wants it all. Going up top. He's got a man up the middle, overshoots him. He was open by his step, was Durham. Just a little bit too much mustard on that pass from Jackson.
And that's a hard throw. They try to throw a post route into a cover 3 look. Middle of the field safety sitting there just saying, hey, go and throw it my way. Affects the throw. The throw has to go over Elijah Durham's head. Elijah Durham, I mean, he can run with the best of them. That time, just overthrown. Do that post safety being in the middle of the field. That was a double post route right there. You want that versus a quarters look, cover 4. That way you get the inside safety to step down, and you have outside leverage, inside leverage on that cornerback.
2 receivers split near side, 1 far side, 2nd and 10. Checking back in is Shakespeare. Indeed, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be bottled up for a loss. All the way back to the 27-yard line. Let's see if they give him forward progress to the 29. As it is, Grant, that's a 2-yard loss and setting up a 3rd and long now.
And if Adams can play in the backfield, I mean, that's where they want to live right there. And then number 50 does a great job. That's Liam Kenya. That's their captain on the defense right there. Does a good job of beating the 6'8", number 71, Jay Gardenhire inside. Sees the quarterback's going to keep the ball. Does a good job bringing him to the ground there.
Shakespeare going to stay in at quarterback. Tate on his hip. Let's see what the Highlanders decide to do here. A lot of size up front. They're going to bring somebody extra into the picture. Rolling near side is Shakespeare. Looking, throwing. 1st down and more. Past the 45. How about Durham? A little shimmy shake there and a 1st down up to the 48.
You know, the main thing is get these guys in space. Elijah Durham, that's a guy that you want to have in space. Cameron Flowers, Jaden Allos, these are the receivers that if you can find areas to get them open, they have a little bit of an advantage athletically against this Adams defense.
That's a big conversion on 3rd and 12. And the Lakers back at it again. As you mentioned, we're going to see Shakespeare and we're going to see Bo Jackson. It's Shakespeare's turn this time. And here's Tate again. Into Highlander territory with a burst of speed. Brought down, but not before he picks up 6 yards on that 1st down carry.
Yeah, I mean, by the time he gets past that 1st level to the second level being those linebackers, I mean, he's got a full head of steam. He's falling forward for those extra yards. Good tackle by 54, Ryan Sakari. But right now, Josh Tate, he's picking up 3, 4, 5 yards a carry. He's going to be the workhorse tonight at this offense wants to keep moving the way they are right now.
Boy, he runs so hard. You get him running downhill, and look out. Shakespeare back to pass on the 2nd down. Rolls outside. Hit from behind, but look at, fights his way past the stick, and a 1st down at the 39-yard line.
And that's what you're going to see. When you have Shakespeare in there, he's smaller than Bo. He's not going to be able to see over the line as well. But if you roll him out, you give him the option. If it's not there, he can take off and run. Does a good job of picking up that 1st down for the Laker offense.
So a fresh set of downs. All of a sudden, both offenses moving a little bit. Nobody's been able to convert yet. Lakers trying to change that right here. High snap, but they get it off. Big hit in the backfield. Oh, my goodness.
And we're talking about timing it up. Mateo Humbert right there. That's called film study. That's called, your coach is telling you, hey, watch the play. You're going to see it right here. Mateo Humbert in the middle of the field, just shooting the gap, playing in West Bloomfield's backfield. I mean, he is a physical specimen, and he shows it there. Wraps up Josh Tate, who's not an easy guy to tackle. I mean, that's muscle on muscle. And right there, number 13 for the Adams defense, Mateo Humbert wins that one.
Going to say it again, that kid is just one big muscle, the senior. Shakespeare sends a man in motion far side to near, back to pass on second down. Rolls near side, looks, fires, into the end zone, hangs it up there. Durham comes down with it. That's a 500 ball playing in your backyard. And a flag comes down at the end. Let's see what that's all about. I think they're saying that Shakespeare may have released that in front of the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is. Yep, it is. That's playing 500 in the backyard, though, Grant. It really was.
Yeah, 500 live. You're going to see here Shakespeare rolls out right. And one thing about Shakespeare, he's going to keep the play alive. He's going to look downfield, trying to find these athletic targets. Does a good job of seeing it downfield. Just the spatial awareness, understanding where you're at, where the line of scrimmage is, that comes into play. And I mean, talk about high point in the football. We talked about his height, 6'3", but how about the hops right there by Durham? I mean, making an unreal catch. Now, it didn't count, but I guarantee you'll see that on his huddle highlight tape for sure, as it should be.
What an effort. Well, good point about high pointing the ball. I mean, that's exactly what he did.
I mean, he behind the defenders, came through both, didn't push off. I mean, that was a clean, that's clinic tape right there. That's where you show your players, hey, this is how you high point the football.
2nd and 17 now. Bo Shakespeare checks back in. No, check that. Still in is Jamal Shakespeare. Looking deep, intercepted. Intercepted. Tillotson. Lachlan Tillotson, who we patted him on the back for a big block downfield, now gets a big interception.
The two-way starter right there, just going up and getting it. That's great tracking of the football. You'll see it here. They go play action pass. Looks like it's going to be a counter. Bo takes it back, trying to throw the wheel. It's a post wheel. He sees the safety take the post, throws it to the wheel, has a step, but that safety comes over. That's Lachlan Tolson. Does a good job of tracking the ball, going up and getting it. And that's a little bit of a forced throw right there. You want to see Bo eat that, try to find another option, or maybe just throw that out of bounds to live to see another play.
Good call. The wide receiver, Devin James, it looked like he had a step, Grant, and not to be.
Talk about red zone turnovers, boy. I mean, this ball is being turned over in the red zone almost every drive here by both teams. Just going to take a little will and courage here to put one in if you're either one of these teams.
Waters going to keep it on the ground. Inside, handoff coming the other side, out to about the 10-yard line. Give him a little breathing room out there. We'll call it a game of 2.5, setting up a 2nd and 7.5. Hey, State Champs Sports Network is giving you the power to showcase your passion. You can now submit your own videos and be a part of our coverage. We want to feature your perspective on our network. Learn more at statechampsnetwork.com/fanvision. 2nd and 7, still no score. Waters empty backfield, stands on his own 5-yard line. Man in motion, Mateo, back to pass. The lefty looks, fires, incomplete. Boy, going up, trying to, here's that term again, high point. That was Nolan Ferris, just a little too over his head.
Yeah, and then that's a tough high point. I mean, he's running a seam route, has a defender on his back. Nolan Ferris tries to go up and make a Megatron-type catch. Almost brings it in. That would have been a heck of a catch right there. Good throw, and that's just, that's experience. Seeing that the defender has his back turned, I'm going to trust my receiver, put it where he can't get it. That's a good opportunity ball. I like that throw right there by the quarterback, Rhino Waters.
3rd and 7 now. In the shadow of their own end zone. Waters, shotgun formation, stands on his own 5. 5:47 to go here. 2nd quarter, no score from this beautiful Rochester Adams campus. Back to pass. Forced outside, tells his receiver, go, go, go. Fires, completes it at the 26, out past the 30, and a first down for the Highlanders.
And what a throw, what a catch. They go mesh right there, trying to get crossing routes, trying to pick defenders. They get a corner out there by Lachlan Tolson. Again, he sees the defender on Tolson's hip, throws a ball that only Tolson can catch and bring in. really good job, and that's trust. That's built in the offseason. You can't come here, on a Friday and do that, just on your own. That's off-season work right there. Great throw, great catch.
Fresh set of downs now for this Highlander squad. Trip receivers far side, one near side. Lone setback, Mateo Humbert. This junior quarterback, Ryland Waters. Shotgun formation. 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Keeper all the way. Hit in the backfield, and he's brought down. That's going to be a loss of 1, setting up a 2nd and 11.
That's a good job by Emiliano Villegas right there. You're getting in there, number 75, crossing the face, understanding that, hey, the play isn't coming towards me. It's a counter with the quarterback going backside. He does a good job tracing that back hip, coming flat down the line of scrimmage, and bringing down Ryland Waters.
Well, let's see what they dial up here. Mark Petrito, offensive coordinator. 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. Lone setback once again, Humberto. Rolling near side Waters, the lefty, looking, firing, on the run, has a man out there through his hands. May have been tip. We're going to have to take a look at the replay. Well, boy, Tillotson was out there.
And Ryland Waters putting the ball in tight places right here. Another throw that has the whole crowd on their toes right here. But number 12, Will Espy, dives and puts a hand in there. We'll see if he makes contact with it. And it looks like he doesn't make contact, but he has enough to affect the catch. Really good job there. And if you lay out, you better hope as a defender that he doesn't catch that ball. Good job by Will Espy, number 12.
Let's throw it down to Kara on the field. Kara.
Well, you guys have been calling Ryland Rhino all night, but did you ever wonder where that nickname came from? Well, his coach told us it's simple. He's just a big physical kid, and he told us the story when they faced Clark against Desmond Stevens, who went on to USC, and he said, and I quote, "They hit like rams in the mountain." He's just always going to bring it, guys.
He did on that carry. Nothing downfield, and he took 4 linemen on and still fought his way up to the 36. Thank you, Kara. Well short of the first down, but tough kid. That young man, number 10, Ryland Waters, the junior quarterback.
He's got a good internal clock. When the play is breaking down, he finds ways to get outside the huddle, get outside the pocket and keep the play alive. That time he didn't pick up the first down, but still, when he's on the edge as a defense, defensive coordinator especially, you're shaking, you're trembling, hoping that the defense is going to rally to the football. Ryland Waters finds ways to get outside the pocket, just couldn't find the first down catch there.
Corey Pittman back for the Lakers, stands on his own 30-yard line. Boy, they came after it, but another good punt here. This time takes a sideways bounce. Somebody better touch it. Lakers are going to take over at their own 35-yard line. Hey, when looking for the tools that will turn your curiosity to magic, look no further than Lawrence Technological University. Go to ltu.edu for more information. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Good luck to my buddy Coach Merchant. And, of course, the LTU team coming up tomorrow. Boy, it's fun to see, and I know you got an up close and personal look at it, partner. LTU football is a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is, and they're building something special there. A whole new staff. They got a lot of players coming in. It looks like a program that's going to be on the rise for years to come. Building something special from the ground up there. Wish Coach Merchant the best and success this weekend.
There's a quality human being. I think when you start with a quality guy like that, that's a pretty good thing. So let's see what the Lakers do here. 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Jamal Shakespeare again in at quarterback. Claps his hands, he's going to keep it. Rolling far side, under pressure, down he goes. Mateo on both sides of the ball. Humbert again. The muscle makes a sack all the way back to the 27-yard line.
And they're rushing 3 down linemen, but as soon as he sees an opportunity, Mateo Humbert, middle linebacker, triggers. And when he triggers. I mean, full speed ahead. And he's got this height that allows him to kind of hide behind the D-line. And as soon as he bursts, it's too late. Jamal Shakespeare couldn't react. He's outside the pocket, no one to throw to. Good tackle for loss right there.
That's a loss of 8. Huge loss. Setting up a 2nd and 18. Trip receivers near side, two receivers far side, empty backfield. Shakespeare, keeper all the way, makes a spin move at the 27, then he is brought down. Look who's in there on the tackle. Quarterback on quarterback crime. Ryland Waters with a big tackle there. We'll give him a gain of 2, but still a 3rd and long now for the Lakers, Grant.
Yep. And right now, if this game, it looks like it's trending. Last team with the ball might be the winner here. And it's kind of playing into Adams' favor. Adams wants the ball control. They want the clock to go fast. They want to eat the clock as much as they can. And right now they're doing a great job defensively, allowing their offense to kind of try to find the rhythm here. But defensively, Adams is doing a fantastic job of containing these speedsters for this West Bloomfield offense.
Boy, that is a really good point. I just looked at my clock. I cannot believe how quickly this game is flying by.
That's what I'm saying. It just shocked me. We're almost at half.
And as we say that, there's a timeout on the field, isn't that? 3rd and 16, timeout on the field with $1:37 to go here in this first half. Hey, the Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more info. Dusk out here in the Rochester area. It's amazing how many things are going on here. You got a great fan base, no doubt about it. You see the student section, and then you got so many people kind of ringing the field as well, and kids playing, just a fun atmosphere out here.
Absolutely. They just brought out the T-shirt cannon too. They're blasting that thing away, getting the fans involved. This is a collegiate type atmosphere. This is impressive here by the Rochester Adams.
Let's see how daring the Lakers are on this 3rd and 16. At their own 29-yard line. Shakespeare claps back to pass on this 3rd and long. Steps up in the pocket. Down he goes. Guess who? Quarterback on quarterback crime again as Waters comes in. Oh, that was Drew? Excuse me. Thank you.
Yep, nose tackle 16, Drew Shemansky. It did look like a 0. That 6 is crunched up a little bit, but the gritty nose tackle there, probably doesn't weigh anything over 200 pounds, but, man, he got through that D-line or offensive line there and caused havoc.
And the Highlanders smartly take a very quick timeout with still $1:26 left. I think they're even going to change it. They're going to change the clock to 1:31 as well because of and I might say again, quick timeout as soon as the quarterback Shakespeare went down.
And smart call. You want to save some time here. Try to give your offense some time to work with here. As Adams, you're not an explosive play team, right? You're a drive team. You're methodical with your plays. So you want to have as much time you can here before half. Try to get a touchdown here because you are going to be kicking this ball off when you come back out in the second half.
Well, let's see if they even make an attempt to go after this punt as well. Whistle's blowing. Having a conversation on the near side of the field. Don't know what that's about. Or are they going to tell the coach to back up a little? Is that what they're saying? All right. Now we'll let this one go. Trying to set up a return here. High booming punt coming short side of the field. Takes a backwards pounce though. Now moving forward a little bit for the Lakers, but going to fall asleep right at about the 43-yard line. So that's where the Highlanders will take over. Plenty of time on the clock, $1:19, Grant, for them to get this first score of the game. Hey, coming up at halftime, we head to the State Champs studio for the Mr. Football and Anvil Award update delivered by our friends at Hungry Howie's. That and more here on State Champs Game Time Live. Kara Lyles down on the field, Grant Perry up here. I'm Sean Belegian. Thank you so much for inviting us into your computers, your phones, whatever the case may be, whether you're on the State Champs Network or, of course, our friends with Local 4+. Trips far side, shotgun formation for Waters. The lefty looks, fires. Boy, he threaded a needle. 3 defenders all around him, but a big completion all the way up to the 46-yard line.
I mean, coming in tonight, 77% completion percentage on his throws. They do a good job of navigating the zone right there. Lachlan Tolson finds a zone window, sits down, catches that ball, moves the chains.
Rolling near side, Waters looking, firing as a man out there. Big completion, 30-25, pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Tommy Offer, you could see Waters saying, go, go, and he went, and that's a first down inside the 25-yard line.
Only a junior, Rylan Waters is, but I mean, plays like a senior, has experience. You can see it right there, navigating the field, saying, hey, Tommy, get downfield, throws a beautiful ball over the defender's head, one that Tommy catches and makes this a red zone attempt here.
Waters rolling far side, looking, under pressure, down he goes. That's the one thing he couldn't do. Throw that as far as you can out of bounds, but instead he takes the sack all the way back to the 28-yard line.
And having been around a lot of QBs and a lot of the QB coaches, one of the main things they preach in the red zone is do not take a sack. Find a way to throw the ball away. Find your area. Find a receiver. Dirt it. But don't hurt the field goal opportunity or don't hurt the field position right there.
Shotgun formation. Clock is running. Only 14 seconds. Throws outside. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Tillotson again. Clock stops with 11 seconds to go. This would be a long field goal, Grant.
Yeah, look for them to try to pick up some yards here. Maybe a screen pass, something that, send some guys downfield, throw a little short pass, get, Mateo in the flat. That's a guy that they said they want to match up against linebackers. West Bloomfield is known to match their coverage, so they want to try to get Mateo on a linebacker. I wouldn't be surprised if now's the time. Let that big rock start running downfield, pick up some much-needed yards here.
Empty backfield. Trip receivers near side to far side. Waters back to pass. He's going up top. He's looking for Tillotson. Overshoots him. And now it's decision time. Do you throw it into the end zone, Grant Perry, or do you try what should be 44, 45-yard field goal?
I think they're trotting on the kicker right now. I think they're going to go ahead and give it an attempt here.
Daniel Seymour going out there to attempt this field goal. Take a look at the wind in the far end zone. It's been swirling a bit tonight, not so much right now. This will be a 44-yard attempt. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. And that is the end of the first half. Pretty even first half, Grant. Make no mistake about that. No surprise, no score.
Both these defenses playing well, especially in the red zone. Offense is trying to find ways to connect and convert there in the red zone. Haven't quite found it. Right now, this is playing into Adams type of football. They're home right now. Look, Kara down there with Coach.
Let's throw it down to Kara Lyles. Kara?
Well, Coach knew this game was going to be a battle. How do you analyze this first half?
We left all kinds of points on the field. We're playing pretty good defense, but you can't make mistakes with that in the red zone. We got to fix that.
You mentioned defense, too, maybe in the first half. How they played so far in this?
We had a couple of breaks. For the most part, pretty good. You put 0 up against these guys, that's pretty special. But we got to fix what we're doing to score points.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, right here we are knotted up at 0, Rochester Adams and Bloomfield. But for now, we're going to send it back to the state champs report.
Everyone knows you call Sam if you're injured in an accident.
Everyone knows we're Michigan's first family of law.
Everyone knows about our no-fee guarantee. There's never a fee until we win your case.
Everyone knows the Bernstein Advantage.
Everyone knows we've got a winning record. Over $3.5 billion recovered.
Tell me something I don't know. Everyone knows Call Sam.
1-800-CALL-SAM is the best call you'll ever make after an accident.
Injured? You know what to do. Call Sam.
At Hungry Howie's, we're famous for flavor, and this is our Chief Flavor Officer. Every hour of every day, our CFO obsesses over the tastiest ingredients to craft the most delicious flavored crust pizzas at the most unbelievable prices. And he's making this summer the summer of flavor. Try Hungry Howie's all-new Backyard Burger Pizza or pick up a Pickle Bacon Ranch Pizza for a limited time only. Order a large for just $14.99 each.
Hungry
Howie's!
As the voice of Michigan student-athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student-athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect for all those involved in the game.
Enjoy the game.
It's Gardner White versus everybody, and nobody beats our discount one day. Saturday, get our biggest discount ever, 31.3% off everything. Best-selling sectionals, their price $21.99. Ours, $14.95. Designer sofas, their price $14.99. Ours, $9.93. Plus, no interest and free same-day delivery. These are the best deals, period, with an extra 31.3% off. Detroit's lowest prices at Gardner White. Saturday, 10 to 9.
Hey, what's up, Michigan? Welcome back to another Anvil update. This is where we are in a mission to choose who will be the top offensive or defensive lineman in the state. To help me do that each and every week, Mr. Ron Talley, how you doing this week?
Hey, I'm feeling great. It's week 3 of Michigan high school
Can you
football.
believe it? We're here already.
Already?
Yeah.
It's going too fast, and I would love to celebrate somebody else as a big-time lineman in this state.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that today. Let's celebrate somebody else. And, boy, I tell you, the level of talent that we have this year, you know, we can look at all the years, but this year, when we look at the offensive and defensive linemen, we are seeing some real top-notch, grade A talent. And this week's discussion is no different. Cam Clark from Dexter. This is a guy who has been touted as maybe having NFL upside.
Maybe so. What you can't teach is size. 6'7", 300 pounds, climbs up well, long arms, long legs. They run the counter. I'm sorry, coach. All right, but they run the counter, and you see this kid getting off the ball, running, bending low, getting up to the linebacker. Once he gets up to a linebacker, you can forget about it. He engulfs you with size and very, very strong hands. Yeah, this guy, you talk about great hand placement. You're talking about great torque and body control. He has all of that, and typically out of a 6'7" guy, a 6'7" teenager usually can't move and do the things that he can do. He has straight up man strength, man capabilities, very coordinated. So whatever is in his future, I believe it's only going to get better.
Well, you can go to statechampsnetwork.com. You can click on SC Awards, and you click on the Anvil Award. That's going to take you to our voting page. You can vote for your guy. Now, if your guy at the end of the season has the most votes, he's automatically in. And according to our criteria, you have a 20% advantage over everybody else. Why would you not, as a community? And I'm calling you out, Dexter. You know why? Because Cam has 2 votes thus far. 2!
That is not enough for this big fella, because this big fella right here is very special, and where he's headed,
yes,
that's all they do is breed great offensive linemen with this kind of build here and this kind of mindset. Like, I watched this guy's highlight film, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a real ball player. Dexter really does have something special in Cam Clark.
This is your wake-up call. Go to statechampsnetwork.com and vote today.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic.
What's up, Michigan? Welcome back to the Radar, the recruiting radar here on the State Champs Sports Network. I'm Lauren Plant. This is Alex Ballone of Michigan Prep Red Zone. Remember, you can check out all his work at prepredzone.com. We encourage you to do so. So today, what we want to get into are some guys maybe who are flying under the radar. So a few guys that are making some waves here in the state of Michigan. Now, did you know that Jackson Lumen Christie is currently tied with Farmington Hills Harrison for the most state championships in MHSAA history? Both have 13, so they could be making an historic run this year. They've already won 2 in a row, working on their third, and they've got an athlete who makes a lot of noise.
Kadale Williams from Jackson Lumen Christie, currently a Central Michigan commit, can really be utilized all over the field, mainly utilized as a running back right now. Had a really phenomenal week 1 performance, and last year during the state championship ran for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns on 27 carries. He's very athletic, has very sneaky good contact balance, especially for his size, and he gets a lot of touches.
Put as much stock in this as you want, but before the season, Sports Illustrated ran a poll to see who's the #1 quarterback in high school in the state of Michigan, and a guy by the name of Bo Jackson, maybe a name you're not too familiar with, won that particular poll. This is a guy who competed at Detroit Catholic Central, is now at West Bloomfield, has a lot of upside.
Yeah, with Bo Jackson, of course, a couple weeks back, the 42-0 victory over Chippewa Valley really broke out there. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, really big arm, pure dual threat too, can make plays all over the field.
And, you know, speaking of big games a couple of weeks ago, Rockford taking on Cass Tech, big win for the Rams, and this guy's kind of all over the field for Rockford.
A hybrid linebacker, kind of a Khalil Mack type role, can line up on ball or off ball. It's Cade Friesen, 6'2", 245. A lot of colleges were kind of iffy about his size this offseason. I think they're kind of overblown, really proved the critics wrong a couple weeks back against Cass Tech. Had a fumble recovery, pick 6, and a ton of TFLs. And he only has 1 Division III offer from Adrian right now, and I'd frankly be shocked if he didn't at least get some great GLIAC offers.
Okay. And talking about, again, going back a couple weeks ago, guys who are exploding right out of the gate and getting on people's radar, Jaden Terry out of Granville. This is a guy, 206 yards, 5 TDs, unfortunately in a loss to Ohio Power Pickerington North, but it was a 53-51 game. Really a team on the rise, and this guy getting a lot of attention. His stock is rising.
Yes. Not his biggest rise came before his freshman season, where he got a lot of MAC attention, but lately a lot of renewed hype for Jaden Terry. I know personally that he has some of the best athleticism I have seen from a running back, really on par with some of those Power 4 prospects. He also really knows how to run within traffic. Of course, Granville with that wing T offense knows how to explode forward, knows how to run through contact, and just knows how to fall forward.
Right, and this guy, just a junior, so we'll see what kind of attention he gets after this year. Could be a guy that ends up in our Mr. Football competition. Hey, that's it for this week's Recruiting Radar. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
At Hungry Howie's, we're famous for flavor, and this is our Chief Flavor Officer. Every hour of every day, our CFO obsesses over the tastiest ingredients to craft the most delicious flavored crust pizzas at the most unbelievable prices. And he's making this summer the summer of flavor. Try Hungry Howie's all-new Backyard Burger Pizza, or pick up a Pickle Bacon Ranch Pizza for a limited time only. Order a large for just $14.99 each.
Hungry
Howie's! Hey, what's up, Michigan? Welcome to this week's Mr. Football Report. Sean Belizean, I'm Lauren Plant. It's week 3 of the football season. Unbelievable. We're already at week 3. I mean, right?
It really is. I mean, you're just like, really? But, I mean, so much more to go. There's no doubt about that. So much great action so far, Lauren, and we got another stud to talk about here today.
Absolutely. And you know what? Game Time Live. If you've been following what State Champs is doing, Sean Belizian on the call of these games. Got a big one this week. West Bloomfield, Rochester Adams. Actually doesn't get any bigger than that. Ties into Mr. Football. We got a Mr. Football candidate who is playing in that particular contest. Goes by the nickname of the Ferrari.
Well, Cam Flowers has been a burner on the football field, on the track. Doesn't matter. This kid can fly. 5'11", 170 pounds, and what a statement he and the Lakers can make this week. So certainly we hope you can join us. And of course, the Lakers are hoping that this guy can do what he does best. He had 14 scores, over 1,000 all-purpose yards last year. This is a kid that was recruited all over the place, Lauren. He ended up committing to Toledo, heading down to the Glass Bowl, but a lot more to put on his resume before he heads down to the Mid-American Conference.
Yeah, and I know that Wisconsin was really high on him at one point, so who knows if Toledo is his eventual destination. The bottom line, kid's got a lot of talent. This is going to be a great game, so check it out on Game Time Live. Now, we might be making some changes, our first changes into the Mr. Football race next week. First off, who is it that we've kind of got our eye on roughly?
Well, here's the interesting thing. We always appreciate hearing from you guys and getting the feedback. And you put the whisper in the ear. Sometimes it's louder than a whisper. But all I'm going to say, Lauren, is there's a kid in Macomb County that we got an eye on right now that's putting up, literally PlayStation numbers. It's pretty hard to look past that. So I want to remind everybody, we tell you each and every year, if you're new to this process, this is fluid. There are going to be changes, and then there'll probably be changes after that. So keep an eye on that. I have a feeling that we're all going to convene and make some changes in the next week.
And the bottom line is you got to vote. If you vote and you vote your guy to the top of the list and he has the most votes, we can't remove him. So he is removed from the equation. And then at the end of the day, it's your easiest path to get into the Final Four. And from there, it's just another pretty simple path to Mr. Football. Now, of course, there's a lot of other factors that play into it, but the voting is so important, and we just have to reiterate that every week.
Well, no matter who people are talking about, no matter who the committee's talking about, if your guy's number one, you put a circle around him and you put him off to the side, and that's the importance of it. You can't put a price tag on it because, hey, names are going to change, but if you get out there, you mount up, that name's not going to change, and we've seen that time and time again during this process.
StateChampsNetwork.com. Click on the SC Awards link on the newly revamped website, StateChampsNetwork.com. Get to the Mr. Football race. Vote for your guy. Do it often.
My name is Dan, and I have dealt with family heating and cooling for 20 years plus. As property manager, I use family heating and cooling because they're honest, they're on time, and fair priced. I would definitely recommend family heating and cooling for their services.
Family is not just our name, it's the way we do business.
My father chose the name Family Heating because he wanted our company to treat everyone like family. Contact us today for your heating, cooling, and electrical needs, and you'll see the difference family makes.
With eyes raised above what is, there is a view of what could be. Beyond all known horizons are visions of an unformed future, brimming with curiosity that can change everything. When looking for the technology and tools that will turn your curiosity into magic, look no further. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
A high score.
A big win.
These things are impressive.
But it's what you don't see that counts.
The years of honing our skills.
The late nights and early mornings.
Pushing through even when it hurts.
The teamwork.
The dedication.
You don't see the hours of practice our team puts into winning games, but it pays off on the field.
And you don't see the years of practice our attorneys put into winning cases, but it pays off in the courtroom. The Detroit Lions.
And 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Winning for you.
And welcome back to Rochester Adams. Second half about to commence. We're just a couple minutes away from kickoff, along with Kara Lyles down on the field. Grant Perry up here. My name is Sean Belegian. Hey, Grant, it's scoreless, but not uneventful here in this first half.
No, by any means. I mean, both defenses have really come alive in the red zone, forcing turnovers from both teams. Then offensively, it looks like one team gets a little bit of momentum, and then it just shuts down right as they approach the red zone. Explosive plays have been there for both teams, but they can't quite seem to find one that breaks it all the way. This seems like it might come down to who has the ball last.
Yeah, certainly both teams have moved into the other's red zone. A couple of turnovers changed the complexion of those drives, and then, let's face it, a sack late in the first half really put the home team in a tough spot.
Yeah, and right now, if you were in this game and you want it to be the game, Adams right now has the favor. I mean, they run the ball, they eat the clock. Look for West Bloomfield to try to make an explosive play on the perimeter with these shifty receivers. But look for Adams to really control the ball this second half. Well, before this second half starts, why don't we throw it down to the third member of our broadcast crew, Kara Lyles. Kara.
Yeah, guys, well, I was able to catch up with Coach Hilbers before he came back out here, and he said, well, our defense is playing great, keeping them to 0 points, but our offense is what kind of struggled a little bit. But he also said we are running the football way too well in this matchup to have a 0 up there on the board. So the key play coming into this second half for West Bloomfield is just being able to finish those drives, you guys. And they came out, they're excited. The atmosphere down on the field is seriously something like I've never seen before. So be excited for a good second half, guys.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. And I'll tell you what, he's right. Number 3, Josh Tate, was running real well, Grant, in that first half. I expect to see that continue in the second half.
Yeah, like Coach Hilbert says, they're running the ball really well. They just aren't finishing drives. And Josh Tate is carrying a lot of this weight for this West Bloomfield offense. I mean, running through contact, really paves behind that big old line they have. 6'8" on the left side and 6'7" on the right. I mean, dream-sized tackles. Run game looks good. Just got to figure out a way to continue the drive and get it across that goal line.
Well, the Lakers are going to have a chance to do just that as they receive here at this beautiful field. And let me tell you, it got dark fast here, Grant Perry. It really, just a couple minutes ago it was dusk, and I mean, it's dark out here.
Yeah, and I mean, that first half went by like this. I mean, quick. Both teams playing physical, hard, running the football. There were some incompletions, timeouts used, but I mean, that first half felt really fast. I think the second half here is going to slow down as it gets more strategical and the clock really starts to matter. We're in for a good one here, partner.
No doubt about that. Let's see if the Lakers can get something going. Special teams, always such a huge factor in every single football game. This one is going to be taken by one of the up men about the 16-yard line. Durham at the 20, makes a cut. 20, look out, 40, 45. 40, he's gone. There's that big play we were just talking about, and it's Durham breaking a couple tackles, and the Lakers are on the board.
Check it out, just moving right, setting up the blocks, and then getting north and south. And look at the strides. I mean, it's 2 steps every 5 yards, and that's what you want out of your playmakers. Talked about how the perimeter is going to have to be a factor for West Bloomfield in the pass game for the explosive plays. But we miss special teams. I mean, that is a huge play right there by the Lakers and Elijah Durham saying, you know what, I'll put this team on my back and I'll carry us to that end zone.
Point after attempt, forthcoming for the Lakers. Justin Ward, 5'9" senior, snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's the Lakers with that third of the game, Grant, that we talked so much about, that got on the board first. An electrifying kickoff return by that young man right there. the senior, Durham.
When you look at a game here, and we'll check out the replay again, you're going to see him get wide. So you want to set up your blockers here, right? Get to where the blocks are going to be, and then you got to get north and south. You don't have time to dance on kickoff and punt return. You got to follow your blockers. He does a good job. It breaks the tackles, jumps over the ankle tackles, and you can kiss him goodbye. Elijah Durham, I mean, he's no stranger to the end zone. Last year had 11 touchdown receptions, offers from Wisconsin, all of the MAC. This kid's going to be playing at the Division I level, and you can see with that speed and that getaway, it's evident he's a D1 player.
Well, now it's the home team's turn. Can they get a little something going with the special teams, or at least get a little something going? This offense has certainly had its moments here tonight as well. Now the impetus is to finish as they trail 7-0. Not going to be able to do anything with this one. This one goes 2 yards deep. And Waters in this offense will come back out on their own 20.
I mean, the first half, pressure was being applied by both sides. Both defenses played really well. Now with them Lakers taking the score there, pressure's being applied to Rochester Adams.
Hey, Alta Equipment Company knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment partners with the biggest names in construction. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. So Waters takes this offense back onto the field. They trail for the first time tonight. 7-0 after that electrifying kickoff return by Durham. Let's see what the Highlanders choose to do here. They've certainly had some success running the ball with that junior quarterback Rylan Waters and that senior running back number 13 Mateo Humbert. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders on their own 20-yard line. Waters looks to the near sideline. Barks at his offensive lineman now. Sends a man in motion near wing to the far wing. Going to keep it on the ground. A little space out past the 20. Breaks a tackle. Nearly broke another tackle. Boy, how about Mateo? He runs so darn hard. He probably ran 30 yards to pick up, too. Just never gave up on that play, Grant.
Never gave up. Legs churning. Fights for every yard. This kid eats, breathes, and thinks and dreams about football. You can tell he just looks like a football player, embodies that big, solid running back, fullback position. Good hard 2 yards there earned. West Bloomfield, Will Espy, number 12 there to finish the tackle.
Empty backfield this time for Waters on this 2nd and long. 2nd and 8 from their 22-yard line. Trip receivers near side, 2 on the far side. Empty look. Now on the wing. And a man in motion. They fake the jet, keeper all the way. Waters with space, 1st down and more. Out past the 30, 35, 40. Makes a cut, breaks another tackle up to the 50-yard line. There's that explosiveness by that junior quarterback.
And what a play call. I mean, you get a guy in motion. You get the defense to think, hey, motion man might be getting the reverse here, right? Number 5, Tommy Offer going in motion, but it's a quarterback counter. They get a great kick-out block on number 9, Corey Pittman, the edge defender. And then Rhino Waters does the rest of the work there, bringing up a big 1st down into almost West Bloom territory.
Right on the Adams logo at the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Lakers show blitz. Let's see if they bring it. Waters going to keep it on the ground. A lot of space up the middle. 1st down and more. Look at Mateo. Makes a man miss. 25. Finally dragged out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Mateo Humbert with a 30-yard gallop. And the Highlanders in business again.
And it looks like this second half is going to be an offensive type of quarter. I think both teams have seen what the defense is bringing, and right now it's been a heavy dose of counter. 2 guys at the point of attack, getting good blocks, allowing Mateo Humbert to get to the 2nd and then 3rd level. That's a guy you do not want running on your safety because he'll run him over.
Empty look again. Trip receivers near side to far side. Down at the 19-yard line. Waters, shotgun formation, keeper all the way, just puts his head down, plows forward. Good surge by the men in gray out there to about the 15-yard line. Give them 4, setting up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a good play. And if you're Adams here in the red zone, right, last time you're down here, you turn it over. You just want to keep it in your ball carrier's hands here. Waters and Mateo, guys that are secure with that football. Good job there. Defensive end there, Corey Pittman was ready to make the tackle, but Ryland Waters picks up 4 yards.
Waters sends a man in motion. Lone setback is Mateo Humbert. 2nd and 6 from the Laker 15. The lefty back to pass. Corner of the end zone. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
And they got a great look there. Lachlan Tolleson runs a little post corner. Watch him at the top of the screen running in. Selling the post. Does a great job. Gets the separation on number 1, Jonathan Edison. Great ball, and it hits his hands. But Jonathan Edison, as a defensive back, you're taught to fight through the hands. And you got to fight through until that ball hits the ground. Really good job, really good coverage and recovery by number 1, the cornerback, Jonathan Edison.
Well, big 3rd down here, 3rd and 6 from the 15-yard line.
You got to think this is a 2-down situation, right? Pick up 2, 3, 4 yards. Make this a 4th down and short. Get your power offense on the field and pick up a 4th down.
You would think. Let's keep an eye near side. 1 receiver, 2 receivers far side. Now man in motion. Waters looking over that defense on this 3rd and 6. Going to try inside the 10. Should be a 1st down. Let's see where they're going to mark that. Right about the 10-yard line. Boy, Grant, I think that's a 1st down, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got 6'2", 205 running forward, falling forward. Really good job, really good play. I mean, they just faked the inside give.
4th down, and they're going for it. Yep. 4th and short. Waters in the shotgun. The lone setback is Mateo Humbert. 4th, and we'll call it a 1.5 at the Laker 10. The give is to Mateo. Touchdown, Highlanders. What an answer, Grant Perry, by this Highlander offense.
At 4th down and 1, I mean, if you're a betting man, you're either betting it's Rhino Waters carrying the ball or Mateo Humbert. Right there, they give it to Mateo Humbert, as I would too. This 5'11", 200-pound back just rifling through the defense. Really good job. He gets it with a full head of steam. When he stands about 3 yards behind the quarterback, he's just taking off going north. And if he gets that ball, he's going to go as hard as he can. Right there, he runs right through the defense. Great conversion, much needed here for the Highlanders.
Snap down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So nothing in the first 24 minutes of the game. And as fate would have it, in 3 minutes and 29 seconds, we got 2 touchdowns between these teams.
Yeah, we do. And you're going to see Mateo Humbert here just get the ball, and he's coming in with a full head of speed. I mean, he knows he has to get 1 yard. You know he's going to get that yard. Look at him. He's barely touched. Full head of steam. West Bloomfield defense was just not ready for it right there.
Well, you see the bell down there, and all of a sudden there's a buzz again on this side of the field. Speaking of buzz, when you're looking for the tools that will turn your curiosity to magic, look no further than Lawrence Technological University. Go to ltu.edu for more information. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Boy, what a fun atmosphere here tonight. And certainly, Grant, this game hasn't disappointed so far.
Well, and if you're a defensive fan, you love the first half. And if you wanted to see some scoring, well, take a seat and enjoy the show because they're starting to score right now.
This time they squib it up, taking about the 25, making a man miss, making another man miss. Look out, getting outside. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, far sideline. Are you kidding me? Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds all the way back at the 33-yard line. Oh, but the special teams stepping up all of a sudden for the Lakers, Grant.
If the offense isn't going to do it, someone's got to. Jay Nallo saw Durham do it last time. He said, I want some too. Here he goes, just juking. Look at him trying to make the blocks right, pressing the line of scrimmage, pressing those blocks, and then getting outside to the green grass, turns on the speed. And he's a big fellow too, 6'2", 200 pounds. Plays both ways, two-way starter, trying to tiptoe that sideline. And I knew when he heard that whistle, he probably screamed and said, no, I didn't step out. But refs right there saw it. But you know, really good field position here for the West Bloomfield Lakers.
Well, the pendulum has swung in this game with a couple of big, and I do mean big, special team plays. Let's not forget the Highlanders missed a field goal on the last play of the first half as well. A couple big special team plays here now by the Lakers. A kickoff return to start this third quarter, and another big return there, and Lakers set up already at the Highlander 33.
8:20 to go here, third quarter. Shakespeare bringing him out again. Looks the wrong way. Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Looked the wrong way. Definitely a miscommunication between the back and the quarterback, and he just said, all right, I'll take what I can get, and that's exactly what Jamal Shakespeare did, and he's slow to get up now. Hope he's okay. Boy, beautiful stadium here. Take a look at this place. You see the lights on here, big crowd. This is what Friday night lights are all about as far as I'm concerned. 7-7 your score. Hey, check out Victory Day, hosted by Woodhaven High School tomorrow from 10 to noon. Victory Day provides 60 cognitively and physically impaired children the opportunity to play football or cheer and have their moment in the sun on the football field. Each child will be partnered up with a football player or cheerleader who will serve as their mentor of the day. State champs will have coverage of this great event, and it really is a great event. Props to Woodhaven and so many of the schools out there, really, Grant, in all sports that have some kind of a Victory Day celebration. I was fortunate enough to see a couple of them up close and personal when Northville Lacrosse had a couple of Victory Day celebrations. It's outstanding to see the joy.
That's awesome. My mom's a school psychologist, so I've been around kids with some disabilities, and you think that you're affecting their day and making their day better. But the effect that they have on you, it's unspeakable, and that's a great event there put on by Woodhaven.
And if you're lucky, maybe you'll get a chance to shake the hand of the mayor of Downriver. I'm sure John Kidd will be there. It's in his old backyard. Checking on Jamal Shakespeare, the junior quarterback, still down on the field out there. He tried to get up, and then he stopped and decided that it would be in his best interest to just lay there. I will say this each and every week. I do not even attempt to play doctor. So no guesses from yours truly. We just hope the young man's okay. So we'll reset it for you. He did everything he could just to get back to the line of scrimmage, but as it is, the Lakers have a 2nd and 10, Grant, at the Highlanders 33. 7-7 game here.
And this is where a benefit of having two quarterbacks that play a lot comes in handy here. Expect Bo Jackson to come in and lead this offense.
Hey, let's flashback now. The West Bloomfield team that won the D1 title in 2020. And a guy by the name of Donovan Edwards. Remember him? Here's an interesting story. When the season resumed that January, Edwards had already enrolled at Michigan. He petitioned the NC2A to be able to play for West Bloomfield. Permission was granted. And boy, was he a force in those 3 playoff wins and was named our state champs, Mr. Football. Certainly gone on to a productive career at the University of Michigan as well. Kind of saving his best for last year. Boy, what a force he was come playoff time, huh?
Yeah, and one of the best things about Donovan, too, is just his work ethic. He's one of the hardest workers wherever he goes. And talking with Coach Hilbers, he reiterated that and said, when your hardest, your best player is your hardest worker, it puts you in a good position.
Well, let's see what they decide to do here on this 2nd and 10. Bo Jackson checks back in, shotgun formation. Highlanders show blitz. They bring it. Jackson rolls right, throws right. Too much hot sauce on that pass at about the 25-yard line. Off the hands and harmlessly incomplete into the far sideline, setting up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, they try to throw that hitch route into the boundary there. This Adams defense plays with 3 down linemen, and they got 4 linebackers. That outside linebacker to the boundary to where that throw is, he's sitting there waiting. Did a good job of staying in that window, making it hard for Bo Jackson to get the ball out quick. Had to try to maneuver it, throw it high, puts it above Elijah Durham's head where he can't catch it.
So 3rd and long after that outstanding kickoff return to the 33. Can the Lakers take advantage of it? They keep it on the ground. Nice run there by Josh Tate, but he's brought down at the 27-yard line, so decision time for the Lakers. Do they try a long field goal here, Grant? Or do they go for this fourth, and we'll call it 4 from the 27-yard line? Tate's slow to get up and slow off the field as well. You can see him banged up on the far sideline.
Yeah, I mean, this comes down to the week of preparation you had, right? If you have some plays that you like on, third and fourth and medium right here, you want to dial it up. You saw a kick being missed at the same angle before the half, so looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field. Prior to that, really good form tackle by the downhill safety, Tommy Offerman. Really good job coming downhill. The captain, number 5, made that tackle on Josh Tate.
Big 4th and 4. I think they're going to call a timeout. Oh, no, it's a delay of game. Well,
this might affect your play call here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
4th and 9. I think a field goal is out of the question in this case. 4th and 9. I think that might change the play call for sure, Grant. Now the clock starts up again. Yeah, he says start the clock. Clock running, 6.5 to go here in this third quarter, 7-7 game. And it's now the Highlanders who are going to call a timeout. Their first timeout. They're going to talk about it defensively. 4th and 9 from the 32-yard line.
Smart decision there. You let West Bloomfield come out. They show their personnel. They show their formation. And you call timeout. Try to adjust. Try to make them rethink their decision. Allows you to get some time to get your guys in the right place.
Hey, by the way, Rochester Adams has won 1 football state title. It was back in 2003. Coach Petrito was in his first year as the coach. They took on Brother Rice, sorry Grant, and they dominated with a final score of 28-7. There's some of the highlights. Look at that. It's back at the Pontiac Silverdome, huh?
I was going to say, that looks like the Silverdome right there. That's before my time.
You know, my friends and I had a saying about the Silverdome, and I hope you take it as the compliment we meant it. The Silverdome was a dump, but it was our dump. And I said that with love. 4th and 9 now for the Lakers. Back to pass. Jackson looking over the middle. Unbelievable job of hanging on to that ball. Down at the 6-yard line. How about that concentration, knowing, Grant Perry, that you're going to get popped to number 1, make that catch, and to hang on to that ball. What a job there by Cameron Flowers.
And that's a good play design right there. You spread your receivers out. You see that Rochester Adams comes into 1 high shell, meaning that the seams are available. They do a good job. Bo Jackson delivers a perfect ball. Cameron Flowers understands he's going to get hit by the safety, comes down with the catch. And the old saying goes, if you know you're going to get hit, might as well come down with the football. And that's exactly what he does there.
Gutsy call there by Coach Hilbers. They're going to keep it on the ground this time. A little surge inside the 5, maybe down to about the 4-yard line. Nice to see Josh Tate back in there. If you remember, he kind of limped off the field a couple plays ago. He's a football player. He trots back out on the field. Very quickly, why don't we throw it down to Kara? Kara.
Yeah, just a quick update on Jamal Shakespeare. He was on the sideline, still on his back just a few minutes ago, really stretching that calf with the training staff. But since he has gotten up, still kind of working that calf, but he is standing up on the sideline over there, guys.
Thank you, Kara. Keeping it on the ground again. Trying the right side. Tate down to about the 2-yard line, setting up a big 3rd and goal.
Yeah. This is goal line stand right here. Defensive coordinator for Adams, Mark McFarland. Got a lot of praise this week when we were talking to Coach Petrito. Said he's the brains of the operation. A lot of these wins that we've had and a lot of success we've had have come from his defenses and the way he operates. And it's been evident so far. I mean, these guys have been holding West Bloomfield in the red zone with an opportunity here on 3rd and goal to make this a 4th down and goal.
Now let's see what they dial up here. I don't think anything fancy. I wouldn't at all be surprised if the ball ended up in the hands of number 3. I'll just go out on a limb. How's that?
That's a fair bet there. You got some big backs in, some big fullbacks. Expect this ball to go in between the tackles.
Direct snap to number 3. Into the end zone for number 3. Touchdown, Josh Tate.
And that's a really good job of pressing that line of scrimmage. You're in the wildcat formation. You got your big fullbacks in. You do a good job of pressing the line of scrimmage, making the whole defense suck in and then protect their gaps. And everything gets closed down, then you just bounce it outside untouched. Good vision, good patience there by number 3, Josh Tate.
7 minutes and 31 seconds here in the third quarter. We've seen 3 touchdowns. And depending on this PAT, as the snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 21 points now, huh? You knew that was going to happen.
Check it out here. You're going to see this defense. Everyone sucks in. They think the ball, which it is, it's going to be hitting between the A, the B, the C gap. But really good job blocking on the perimeter. Number 81 does a fantastic job for West Bloomfield. That's Brendan Jones, the big tight end, 6'6" senior. Does a good job of collapsing that DN in, allowing Josh Tate to read that, bounce it out across that goal line.
Well, the onus goes right back on the Highlanders now. Boy, what a fired up fan base this is. If you haven't been out here, they have just a ton of fans out here, a ton of cheerleaders out here, a big giant band, just a fun time out here at Rochester Adams. It really is.
This is an impressive crowd. They take their football seriously over here, and you could tell just leading up to the game, the atmosphere, this was going to be a special one.
Well, they're going to get the ball back in just a second. West Bloomfield's done a good job of sending it deep into the end zone here tonight. Let's see if they can do it one more time, not giving them an opportunity to return it. Justin Ward, the senior kicker, lines this up. This one's going to be short. Taken by one of the up men on the bounce. How about that? Up past the 45, and flags are going to fly in there. Yeah. Give him another 15.
Yeah, got the back of the jersey, back of the shoulder pads. Looks like it's going to be a horse collar. It's personal foul. We're going to tack on 15, just like you said there, Sean.
Yeah, let's see. 2 flags come flying in. We know it's going to be against West Bloomfield. Personal foul. It is a face mask. So you're going to move that well into Laker territory.
That's a great job by the up back there. I think that was Connor Helfrich doing a great job of catching that ball, not panicking, just getting north and south, trying to split those defenders. Good job, and then drawing on the flag.
Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Family, not just the name of our company, but the way we do business. Appreciate family. They serve my family. Let them serve your family as well. 1st and 10, Waters, shotgun formation. Gonna hand it off. No keeper. Fooled me that time. Punches his way past the 35, down to the 34. Give him 2, setting up a 2nd and 8.
You can tell, I mean, they work these handoffs and these exchanges, individual in practice. I mean, they take time. I mean, this is the staple of Rochester Adams. They're trying to misdirect you, trying to get your eyes one way, trying to get you to miss your assignment. They do a good job there, West Bloomfield, that is, of containing the option.
Second and 8, 34-yard line. Waters looks to the near sideline, awaits the call. 2 receivers split near side, 1 far side. Mateo Humbert, the lone setback. Fakes the pitch, takes off left side, some space down to about the 30-yard line before he's pushed back. Not before he picks up 4, setting up what should be, Grant will call it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, that's exactly where Adams wants to live. 2-down situation here. Quarterback counter. They get 2 guys pulling at the point of attack, one of them being number 24, Paxton Battershell, one of the coach's son. His dad coaches the linebackers on this team. A hard-nosed kid, a captain as well for this Rochester Adams team.
Big 3rd down here. Waters sends a man in motion. Near side to the far side. Looks over that defense. Rolls left, stops, pops, got a man out there. Did he bring it in? He did. Wow. It looked like it may have hit off the defender. We're going to have to take a look at replay here.
Check it out. Really good route here. It's going to be a post corner. Look at the top of your screen here. He's going to run it in, try to sell that post route and break it out on the corner. He gets a really good release, does a fantastic job, and that ball was definitely deflected, but the hands right there, that's Sam Hollenbeck with the catch. Unreal concentration coming down with that football.
Keeping it on the ground. Waters into the end zone. Are they going to say the knee hit? The knee hit. The knee hit at the 1 yard line. Look at him quickly back to the line of scrimmage. I bet he calls his own number here. Let's see. 2nd and goal. Puts his head down. Touchdown. Touchdown, Highlanders.
You want to talk about just a polar opposite halves of football. First half, defensive battle, straight 0-0. Teams couldn't even sniff the goal line. Right now, these teams are just exchanging touchdowns. They do a great job, the Adams that is, of getting the ball down into the red zone, into the inside of the 10-yard line. And then when they see their opportunity, they go hurry, they go tempo, they get on the ball, and they just take advantage of the West Bloomfield defense not getting a line, not getting set. That's where your hurry-up offense really helps in situations like that.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, you called it. A fast-moving first half usually means the third quarter we see some scores, and in less than 10 minutes we've seen 28 points. Here's the latest one.
You called it. He called his own number, got the snap, got the push. There was no rejecting him there. He wanted to get in, and he did. That's Rhino Waters.
Boy, what a fun night here. What are the Lakers going to do for an answer? These two teams, it's like two heavyweights. One hit, the other guy answers. One hit, another counter punch.
I'll tell you what I'd do. If I'm Rochester Adams, I'm pooching this somewhere where maybe a slower guy catches the ball, but I'm avoiding any one of these skill players that's behind the 20 to touch the ball, because that's what's been killing you here in this third quarter is these returns that sets up West Bloomfield for scoring opportunities.
Just kick that ball straight into the ground and hope it takes a big old bounce 15, 20 yards downfield.
That's right.
Well, we'll see what they do there. Boy, it seems like the crowd has just gotten bigger as this game has gone on tonight as well. Just an electric atmosphere, an electric game. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. Look at that, just trying an onside. Ball's loose, ball's loose. Who's got it? Highlanders are saying it's theirs. Lakers are saying it's theirs. The officials are saying it's got to be theirs, right? I still haven't seen an official signal yet.
Yeah, they're talking it over
Still
here.
having a conversation. Let's see.
Check it out. So this ball's got to get to the 50-yard line here. But if West Bloomfield touches it first, like they do, I mean, it gets past the 50, clean ball. Ball's rolling around. That's anyone's ball right there. And I think number 15 there, Willie Edwards, falls on it.
Yeah, I don't think Coach likes it. You can still see Coach arguing his case. The interesting thing, Grant, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see the officials make a ruling one way or the other.
No, I didn't. No ruling there. Not sure what Coach Petrito is arguing right now. Looked like a clean, catch of the football there on the onside. But good decision there, not letting them try to return one, trying to get a pooch kick there onside and try to trick them and catch them off guard.
At their own 42-yard line, Josh Tate checks back in. Of course, Bo Jackson, the quarterback, wearing the number 8. All tied up, 2:20 to go here, third quarter. Keep it on the ground. Boy, another big hole. Look at that young man. Josh Tate's vision out past the 45, up close to the 50-yard line.
And Josh Tate does one thing well. I mean, if he gets through, if the linemen all have their man-on blocking assignments, and then there's one guy in the hole, Josh Tate does a great job of sidestepping them, lifting those legs, avoiding any leg tackles, doing a good job of picking up much-needed yards there on first down. If they can stay ahead of the chains here, that's when they succeed on offense, West Bloomfield, that is.
2nd and 7. Jackson in the shotgun. Going to keep it on the ground to Tate. This time bottled up. Breaks out of it, though. Fought his way back up to the 49-yard line. That could have been a disaster, a loss to the 46, but a good second and third effort takes him back up to the 49, keeping it at a 3rd and short.
Yeah, Rowan Kawa right there breaks through the line of scrimmage. Number 59 does a good job of getting contact on Josh Tate, but as we know, Josh Tate, he's not easy to bring down. Does a good job bouncing off those tackles, getting that ball back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Late third quarter of a 14-14 game. Jackson in the shotgun. Keeper all the way. Tate with the direct snap. He's got the first down and more past the 45 down to the 43-yard line. There's that wildcat again, and he just makes it work.
Yep, and it's the trend that they've had, the success they've had right now. They scored their last touchdown in that wildcat formation. It just gives them an opportunity to get more guys blocking at the point of attack, especially when your quarterback or the ball carrier is the one receiving the snap, turns all 10 guys into blockers, allowing that 11th guy, the quarterback, in that case Josh Tate, to be the runner there and just find the lane, and he does that, picks up a much-needed first down.
Tate stays in, stands at about the 50-yard line, takes a step up now right behind his quarterback, Bo Jackson. Low snap, Jackson back to pass. Wants it all, going up top, throws a deep ball, but 10 yards past the nearest receiver. Durham, the intended receiver, I think he's trying to make the argument that he was impeded with and couldn't get there, but that ball well overthrown.
Yeah, well overthrown there, and Adams sitting there ready for that. I mean, they've been getting hitched all night, right, those 5-yard hitches. Durham's caught about 3 of those tonight. Do a good job there, Adams is, of staying back, staying over top, not biting on the double move, and there was nowhere for that ball to be completed. Really good coverage there by the secondary of Adams.
30 seconds remaining in this third quarter. All tied up. 2nd and 10 for the Lakers on the Highlander 43-yard line. Shotgun formation, Jackson hands it off to Tate. Tate shows a little moment, squirts out up to about the 41, but minimal gain, setting up a 3rd and long. Should be the last play of this third quarter. Let's see if the Lakers feel the exact same way. I believe indeed they do. So when we come back to start this fourth quarter, don't you dare go anywhere. All tied up after 3 quarters of play, and the Lakers with a 3rd and 7 from the Highlander 40-yard line when we come back right here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
At Hungry Howie's, we're famous for flavor, and this is our Chief Flavor Officer. Every hour of every day, our CFO obsesses over the tastiest ingredients to craft the most delicious flavored crust pizzas at the most unbelievable prices. And he's making this summer the summer of flavor. Try Hungry Howie's all-new Backyard Burger Pizza or pick up a Pickle Bacon Ranch Pizza for a limited time only. Order a large for just $14.99 each.
Hungry
Howie's! At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sonneborn, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Rochester Adams as we begin the fourth quarter. We are tied at 14. Well, one of my favorite parts about this reporter position is really being able to learn about these teams and learn about these coaches. And with talking with Coach Hilbers earlier this week, he said one story that I should know is they have lock-ins in the summertime. Now, when I say lock-in, I mean air mattresses in the gym, the whole 9 yards, you guys. He said, honestly, it's something that the alumni, when they text and say that, you know, that's something that I really loved about high school, but when the kids are in it, they oftentimes hate it because, of course, it's stuff all about getting ready for the season, but just a good way for these guys to bond and kind of come together before the season starts, guys.
Oh, isn't that cool? Memories that'll last a lifetime. Thank you very much, Kara. I know Grant Perry's memories last a lifetime.
Got a few in the bank.
Big third down here. 3rd and 3 to be precise. From the 41-yard line. All tied up to start this Fourth quarter. Grant Perry upstairs. Kara Lyles downstairs. I'm Sean Belegian. Glad you're joining us. This game is not disappointed so far. No doubt about that. Well, Grant, interestingly enough, the first half took about 55 minutes. Halftime in the third quarter took about 57 minutes.
Seems about right.
How many times have we seen that, right?
Yep. The scoring, the stoppage, and the extra points, all that calculates.
Yeah.
It's good to see some points on the board, though. I know the fans here are excited. They got a game that they asked for, a great one, coming down to the wire in this OAA Red Division, which is so tough each year. Talking to Coach Hilbers and Coach Petrito, they say the team in this division ends last. But, man, that last team in this division is not bad, man. It's just a hard division to play in, and it makes these teams ready for those long playoff runs and those state titles that they're trying to acquire. It's all built here in the OAA Red.
Well, isn't that great? Two quality players chat with each other down on the field. The junior, Rhino, Rylan Waters. And, of course, a guy that's on our state champs list. I was just talking about him on the state champs network. Number 6, Cameron Flowers, taking his talents down to the Glass Bowl. You ever been down there, Grant?
I have, yep.
Fun spot.
Yep,
Fun spot down there in Toledo. Well, is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to set the chains down there? Having a conversation, trying to get this right. Still having a... See two camera guys down there. Look at that. State champs is everywhere, right? State champs is everywhere. Hey, by the way, while we have a break in the action, West Bloomfield is no stranger to winning our awards. Cornell Wheeler winning the Anvil Award back in 2019. He's currently playing for Kansas. And Brandon Davis Swain took home the Anvil last season. Now at Colorado playing for Coach Dion. Thank you for that, Chuck. Trying to get it right, no doubt about that. Deion Sanders and Colorado Buffaloes trying to get the spot right down on the field. The officials.
They're going inch by inch, making sure they have everyone correct. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And, I mean, with the game this close, you want the refs to get it right. So take your time, get it right.
No doubt.
And then, play will resume here eventually.
3rd and 7 from the 41-yard line. Bo Jackson in at quarterback. The dangerous Josh Tate, the deep back. Now they're officially going to call it a 3rd and 8, Grant Perry.
They're playing a 3-cloud look, meaning they're going to have flat defenders on these cornerbacks with guys playing 3 deep behind them. It's hard to throw on. I wouldn't be surprised if they run this thing here.
3rd and 8. Jackson claps his hands once, twice. Going to keep it on the ground. Boy, some first down yardage there. The explosive Tate just blows down to the 26-yard line. Looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
And he doesn't shy away from contact either. I labeled him on my scouting report as a contact craver. He sees contact, and if that's his only way to go, he's going to go through it, splits the defenders for a hard first down right there. Really good play there. Seeing the defense, understanding you got light numbers in the box and taking your numbers.
Low snap, they keep it on the ground. Jackson this time bottled up. How about that? The quarterback, Rylan Waters. That's a TFL back to the 31-yard line. That should be a loss of 3.
And Josh Tate, he's breaking a lot of tackles tonight, but when you fall in the arms of Rylan Rhino Waters, it's hard to get out. That's a 6'2", 200-pound quarterback that plays defense. Gritty guy, gritty player. Great tackle for loss there.
Substitutions all over the place for the Lakers. Clock running. 11:05 to go here in this fourth quarter, all tied up at 14 apiece. They're going to mark it back to the 29, making it officially a 2nd and 11. Josh Tate stays in, shotgun formation. Jackson going up top, completes it at the 15. Durham Ball comes loose, and the Highlanders have it. Boy, a great pass and a great reception, and it just looks like it got poked out, Grant.
And I think this was Tommy Offer, number 5. Let's see who got it right here. Great read by Bo. Steps into the throw. Fantastic job of finding the zone window. And then I think it's Dom Bakari, the junior linebacker, the leading tackler. 3 sacks coming into this game. Just found himself a nice fumble, forced fumble in the red zone. And that's the story of the night. And it's continuing in the second half. Forcing turnovers in the red zone. Adams on the beneficiary side of that one right there.
Both teams guilty of it. You're absolutely right, Grant. Now let's see what the Highlanders can do.
And it's always the guy you don't see coming that gets you right there. Durham turns to go make a play, and Bakari pops that one out.
Highlanders looking for their first lead of the game. But they start at their own 13-yard line. Waters in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Try the right side. Not a lot of space out there. Punches his way past the 15. Good surge up to about the 19, though. Just want to bite my tongue and give him 5.
Yeah, and he had good patience right there. Just letting the hole develop, letting the linebackers scrape over top, and then just cutting off of those guys. Doing a good job of understanding, hey, when I force myself into this B-A gap, I'm probably going to get tackled for 2 yards. Let me wait, let the blocks develop, work off them. Good job there by the quarterback, Rylan Waters.
Look into the near sideline now. 2nd and 5 at their own 18-yard line. He's got Mateo Humbert on the right hip. Humbert gets the handoff. Humbert with space. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Up past the 30 to the 35-yard line. Mateo Humbert would not go down.
And this is shaping up to be one of those classic Rochester Adams 8-minute drives, 4 yards in a cloud of dust, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But when you got Mateo Humbert, he's going to carry a few guys for a few extra yards. Does a great job, puts his hand on the ground, keeps his balance through contact, picking up a first down for the Adams.
Shotgun formation again for Waters. This time he steps out. Humbert stays in as the lone setback. 1 receiver split far side, 2 on the near side. Let's see what they dial up here with a man in motion. Near to far and back to near. Sounds like a Celine Dion song. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, though. Handoff up the middle. Look at that surge. That young man will not give up. Keeps those legs churning, keeps pushing. And Humbert's going to take that all the way up to about the 39-yard line.
You just talk about will and determination. You give that guy the ball in between the A-gaps, and you better hop on his back because you're going for a ride right there. Vegas Say, number 16 and number 58, Caleb Parnell right there. Bring him down, but not before he picks up a well-earned 5 yards.
And you know the Highlanders would love nothing more than to churn this out for the next 7-8 minutes, right?
Absolutely.
2nd and 4. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Waters looks over that defense, going to keep it on the ground. Mateo gets the handoff. He's close to a first down. I think he's going to be a couple feet short, but setting up a 3rd and, well, a couple feet.
And this is where West Bloomfield, you got to stay disciplined. You're going against this veer, this option offense. You got to stay to your keys, right? And then on the line of scrimmage, you have the quarterback, the alley defender, which is usually Jaden Allos, number 7, or Corey Pittman, number 9. You guys got to be the pitch defender. And then those D linemen, those 3 down D linemen, I think they're in 4 right now trying to stop inside. You're responsible for Mateo Humbert coming up the middle.
3rd and 1. Waters points something out on the defense. Now looks to the near sideline, awaits the sign. Shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion again. Humbert, the lone setback. The give is to Humbert. He's going to have to do some work, and he does. Boy, it looked like he was caught for a loss, but Grant, again, this young man doesn't quit, and he picks up a hard-earned first down.
I mean, he's just a workhorse. I mean, they literally told us in the meetings they have to drag him out of the weight room. They have to drag him off the field. Hey, Mateo, you've already put in the work. You're going to hurt yourself here. Just take a few reps off. And they said he's a guy that never takes a rep off, whether it's practice, whether it's scrimmages, whether it's running reps and sprints. This guy runs hard, and he just did there and picked up a much-needed first down on 3rd down.
Look at this, taking their time, getting that play in. 7.5 to go. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs. Waters is going to keep this. Punches it past the 45. Look at that 2nd and 3rd effort. Looked like he was stopped, and then he falls forward over the midfield stripe. Down to about the 49-yard line. 2nd and 3.
And this is where Adams can just assert their dominance. They can just truly break the Lakers' will right now. If they just keep picking up these 4 or 5 yards, the defense is just talking to each other, hey, guys, we got to wrap up. We got to stop. And they're starting to run out of options here. If they stay ahead of the chains, Adams, that is, they are in control. They are in the driver's seat. And they are right where they want to be.
2nd and 2. Waters looking over that defense. In the shotgun, going to hand it off. 1st down. Didn't get a lot, didn't need a lot. That was 2nd and about 6 feet. He got about 7 feet, did Mateo Humbert. And again, this drive just keeps churning, Grant Perry. Hey, Hungry Howie's is a great partner of the State Champs Network's Mr. Football and Anvil Awards. Hungry Howie's, the original flavored crust pizza. Order your pizza at hungryhowies.com. I think I will tomorrow. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders at the Laker 46-yard line. Going to swing it outside, complete up to Lachlan. Takes it past the 40, pushed out of bounds. I think they're going to say he stepped out at about the 40, but as it is, Grant, 6 yards on that 1st down pass.
And that's a great job by Mark Petrito, just understanding, hey, they're going to load the box here. We're pounding the football. Let's go ahead and swing this thing out, run a screen pass, which is essentially an extended handoff, safe, easy, high percentage throw. Allow your speedster to get some yards there in space, and that's what he does. Lachlan Tolleson.
Stays in that shotgun, does Waters. Look at this. Boy, this is methodical. 5:34, 33, 32 to go. 2nd and 4 for these Highlanders. Waters with the keeper. He's got the 1st down, makes a cut at the 35, lurches forward to about the 31-yard line.
Love that play design. I mean, they just run the screen pass right there. They just do a quick quarterback. Looks like he's going to be throwing it. And what that does, that affects that defensive end. That defensive end widens, trying to get a hand up for the pass, and then it allows that running lane for Rhino Waters just to run right through it and pick up that 1st down.
Clock continues to run. 5:05 to go. Tie game. But Highlanders, empty backfield, trip receivers near side, 2 far side, including the linebacker, Mateo Humbert, lined up in the slot. Waters looks to the near sideline, awaits the play call. Now he moves one guy in on the near wing. Waters again with the keeper. Breaks out of a tackle at the 30, brought down from behind at about the 27-yard line. But again, Grant Perry, 5 yards a pop, man.
Yep, and that's really hurting West Bloomfield right now. I mean, they're draining the clock. They're just marching down the field. They're really taking control of the game right now. And if you're West Bloomfield, I mean, you got to go man coverage. You got to tighten the box up. You got to load as many guys you can in there. Force their playmakers on the edge to beat you, because right now the run game is just tearing this Laker defense apart.
Humbert the lone setback. Waters in the shotgun again. The give is to Mateo. He punches forward to about the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 2, setting up a 3rd and 3.
And this is where, if you're West Bloomfield, you're sitting in a position where you've had success today in the red zone defensively. Call your best play here. Fire up a blitz. Add some edge pressure, maybe both sides. But key Mateo and key Waters. Those are your guys. Be ready for a counter, too. Wouldn't be surprised they bring that in here, with number 24, given an opportunity to get him on the wing. Just be ready. That's Paxton Battershell right there in motion.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down, and we'll follow that up in just a second. Let's see what happens here. Waters with the keeper, hit from behind, but he surges forward for a 1st down up to the 21-yard line. Now, Grant, the reason why I say that's a huge 3rd down is because if they get it, now West Bloomfield has to consider using some of those timeouts.
Yep, they can start getting them to call timeouts, really control West Bloomfield's destiny here. Looks like we got an injury on the field. Not sure who it is, but hopefully they are okay.
You hate to see that.
I think that's Jeremiah Benson, number 54, one of their key defensive players on that D-line. Hopefully he is okay.
I'm waiting for our buddy Chuck. He's telling me there's some interesting things happening down at Comerica Park. Maybe we can get an update on that, right? Oh, it is a one-hitter? They had a no-hitter, did the Tigers, a combined no-hitter until 2 outs in the 9th inning. Hey, the Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more info. Boy, that's too bad, especially in a 1-0 game, right? To give up a triple like that? Oh, my goodness. Good news is the Tigers held on to win by a score of 1-0. Glad to see that young man on his feet. By the way, in competitive cheering in the state of Michigan, seems like it goes through the Rochester School District each and every year. The Adams Highlanders did a three-peat in Division I, winning in 20, 21, and 22. And then guess what? Rochester and Stony Creek have each won the D1 title the last 2 seasons as well. To quote Mel Allen from This Week in Baseball, how about that? Fresh set of downs. They start that clock up. Going to keep it on the ground. Waters tries to get to the outside. He's hit at about the 18-yard line, pushed out of bounds. Clock stops far side of the field. 3:05 to go. Give him 2 on that first down carry, Grant.
Man, he's just allergic to losing yards on the run game. I mean, looks like he's swallowed up in the backfield. Looks like there's absolutely nowhere to go, and he just Houdinis himself out to the right side, picks up 4 yards there, making this a 2nd and 6. I mean, it's consistent. It's 4, it's 5, it's 3. I mean, they are doing a fantastic job here on offense right now.
Nothing fancy. One of 2 things are going to happen. It's Waters is going to carry it, or Humbert's going to carry it, right? That's pretty much been this whole drive.
You know what that does to a defense when you know what's coming and you can't stop it?
It's going to be Waters again this time. He's hit from behind, but able to fling his body forward down to about the 16-yard line, setting up what should be a 3rd and 4. The clock runs. Is West Bloomfield electing to use those timeouts yet? No, they are not.
You're sitting here with a 3rd and 4. This is one of your better opportunities of this drive to get a stop here, 4 yards. I mean, they're picking up 4 yards a carry here, pretty effortlessly. So look for West Bloomfield to try to switch up something defensively, bring in some big bodies, plug the gaps, and run to the football here and tackle. That's what you got to do. You got to tackle.
Another big 3rd down here. 2 receivers split, now near side, 1 far side. Lone setback, Humbert. Waters is going to keep it. He's hitting the backfield. My goodness gracious. Look at that kid's 2nd, 3rd effort, and he leaps forward. It should be a 1st down.
And I think it is going to be a 1st down, Sean. And I just emphasize you got to tackle right there. West Bloomfield had 2, maybe 3 guys with an opportunity to tackle him for 1, 2, 3-yard gain. It looks like actually we're going to be a 4th down and 1 here. So an opportunity has presented itself for West Bloomfield.
Wow.
Big call here for Mark Petrito, the offensive coordinator here for Adams.
Boy, from our vantage point, I thought for sure he had it. This is a huge, huge call. And West Bloomfield's going to take a timeout and talk about it.
Wisely.
$1:37 to go here in what has turned into a fantastic game. Look, we knew it would be so, Grant Perry. Took a little while to get the scoring going, but no surprise what a fantastic game this has been. Hey, we flash back to last year when Rochester Adams and West Bloomfield played each other in the regular season. A back-and-forth affair, but it would be the Lakers coming away with a 36-32 victory. West Bloomfield would also beat Adams again the opening night of the D1 playoffs. Don't think that is in the back of the heads of a lot of those kids from the Highlanders here tonight. Huge, huge 4th down here. Coach Perry, do you kick a field goal here or do you go for it?
I think you've been picking up 4 or 5 yards a carry here. You got a lot of trust in your junior quarterback, Waters. Mateo has been running hard. Adams football, you go for it here. You can pick up a yard if you really want it.
Here we go. Big 4th down with 1:37 remaining. Waters in the shotgun. Now he looks to the near sideline. Is he trying to get him to jump? All the strategy out there.
And look at that stance
Talks
there.
to both backs. High snap, but he's going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down. Let there be no debate. He put his head down, got low to the ground, and dove forward to about the 8-yard line.
I think that's the right call there. I mean, you've been picking up 4 or 5 yards a pop each drive. Each carry of this drive. You got a lot of trust in your backfield here. They call that the battery. That's Ryland Waters, and there were 13 there.
Mateo Humbert. Shotgun formation for Waters. 1st and goal now. Waters looks over that defense. Throws, passes deflected. Oh, dangerous there. Fell in a seam, but when that ball got tipped, the first thing that's going through your mind, Grant Perry, is tip drill.
Absolutely. Number 15 does a good job here. Willie Edwards, he's playing that slot, the alley defender there on the right side. Does a good job. Sees it's a throw. That looks like an RPO look there. He gets up, deflects that ball. Really good job there. But, yeah, I think the whole crowd was sitting there like, oh, as that ball tipped in the air. Good ending there for Adams.
2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Clock stopped now with 59 seconds remaining. All tied up. What has Waters got up his sleeve here as he sends a man in motion? I'm going to bet keeper. No, he gives it to Mateo. Mateo gets a block, gets a surge down to about the 5-yard line. Mateo Humbert. And now West Bloomfield has no choice but to use a timeout. That is their 2nd timeout. Thank you to the PA announcer here at Adams. He's been fired up all night. It's getting me fired up, man. I got one play left in me. That's it. And this guy might send me out on the field. Take a look at the schedule there. Hey, it's never easy in this conference. Never easy in this conference, and something tells me the Highlanders would have it no other way. Of course, West Bloomfield, another team. Boy, a lot of eyes are going to be on that game next week, huh?
Yeah,
Ooh,
that should be a
Southfield
good one.
A&T. Then Clarkston, Lake Orion, Oxford, Seaholm, and Roseville.
Challenge every week in this division. Oh,
no
my
doubt.
goodness.
No doubt. 3rd and goal from the 5. West Bloomfield only 1 timeout remaining. Waters looks to the near sideline. Awaits the signal. He's got 1 man near side. Trips far side, including in the slot. And Humbert. Mateo Humbert, the lone setback on his left hip. He gives it to Humbert. Humbert up the middle, dives towards the goal line. He is going to be about a foot short. Legitimately, he's going to be about a foot short. Unbelievable, the drama in this game.
What have we been talking about? Last team that has the ball looks like they might take it away here. I mean, they have driven. They had the ball with 9 minutes left. And I said this is shaping up to be an 8-minute Rochester Adams classic drive here. And, boy, have they facilitated a great drive. And it comes down to one play here, 4th and goal on the 1. This is the offense you do not want on the field, though, for 1 yard, I'll tell you that much.
Well, Grant, you got that crystal ball out to be sure. You've been saying that all night. And now, you know what? I'm going to make you be Coach Perry again. You're at the 1 yard line. You know your opponent has no timeouts. Are you going for it, or are you taking the gimme field goal?
I'm going for it.
Me too.
I mean, you got Mateo. You
Me
got
too.
Rhino Waters. What is 1 yard to those guys? These guys can pick it up. Takes a little bit of will, and looks like West Bloomfield's bringing in their big offensive linemen to play and plug these gaps here on the goal line.
You dance with the date that brung you. 4th and goal. Literally a foot away. Waters looks to the near sideline. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! delayed response, but the response comes down. Wow.
And who else? I mean, you put it in the hands of your trusty Steve back there. That's Rhino Waters. I mean, this kid is a fierce runner, 6'2", 200-pound quarterback. And Coach said that my quarterbacks, they run through people. They don't run around people. And that's what he's been doing all night. They needed a yard, and they got it right there to take the lead here with 36 seconds left.
Point after forthcoming. Snap is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 36 seconds remaining, the home team, the Highlanders, take their first lead of the game.
And let's check it out right here. I mean, if you're West Bloomfield, you bring in your big O-lineman, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be ground and pound football. This is the Oklahoma drills that you practice all offseason. Mateo leads the way. It's an option read where Ryland's going to be able to pull it if he sees it. He pulls it. He rides Mateo's back right into the sunset right there for a touchdown with 36 seconds left.
Boy, what a beauty. You see him blow the kiss when he got up, too. You're darn right. Heck of a game here tonight, young man. The Rhino, Ryland Waters. Grant, you talked about him during our pregame show for good reason. He's lived up the hype here tonight.
Yeah, he has. I mean, like we said, he was going to touch the ball every play. Obviously, he's the quarterback, but the production is what is important. I mean, he is going to be 75 to 80% of the production on this offense, and tonight he has. Him alongside Mateo Humbert have done a fantastic job, and I mean, if there is a drive that you put into a book and you just bookmark it and say, hey, guys, to go win a football game, we need to do this, you go ahead and you show them that last drive. When they got the ball, there was 9+ minutes left on that clock, and they drained the heck out of it. Now, with that being said, West Bloomfield is going to get an opportunity, and special teams have been a big part of their game tonight. So I'm not saying that it's out, it's over. But right now, the favor is in the Highlanders' hands.
A long kickoff return to get the scoring started here in the third quarter by Durham, and then another return down to the 33-yard line. Let's not forget that.
So you're preaching that, in that huddle right now for Adams. You're saying, hey, everyone take your lane. Do not get forced outside your lanes. And once you see the ball, everyone start corralling to the football. Make it a party at the football. Don't allow him to run and get out of tackles. 3-4 guys at the point of attack on the tackle.
21-14. Highlanders with their first lead of this game. Compliments of a 1-yard plunge by their leader, Ryland Waters, the Rhino, on a 4th and goal, mind you. What a fantastic football game this has turned out to be.
Adams, they're going to have to pick their poison here. They got all their star athletes back here. They got Jaden Alos in the middle. They got Josh Tate on the wing. They got Corey Pittman in the backup back. Durham, who returned the kick return there on the top of your screen in the back near the 10-yard line, switching now.
Here we go. Short kick, taken on the bounce at the 20-yard line. Durham again. Durham trying to get to the outside. Durham hit at the 39, brought down there.
Who else? Mateo Humbert laying the wood.
There is time. There's 30 seconds remaining. You nailed it, partner. 30 seconds remaining. Yeah. The bad news for the Lakers is, correct me if I'm wrong, they're out of timeouts now.
And they completed a jump ball in the end zone in that first quarter that ended up being called back. Jamal Shakespeare threw it to Durham. Durham high-pointed it, beautiful catch, but Shakespeare was over the line, scrimmage there. So they can throw it downfield. We'll see what Bo Jackson here, number 8, can do for the Lakers.
Well, Adams going to take a timeout and talk about it. This is their final timeout. So both teams out of their allotted timeouts. Not a bad idea for them to take a look at what West Bloomfield comes out there with. Not that West Bloomfield can't change it now, but 30 seconds remaining, all the pressure on the Lakers. As we mentioned, this is a Laker team that beat the Highlanders twice last year. Oh, would this be sweet revenge here in front of the home crowd? And what a boisterous crowd it is here tonight at this beautiful stadium. Here we go. Defense taken to the field. Offense waiting.
And be ready here. They might try to hook and ladder, try to get their athletes in space, give them an opportunity to make some guys miss. It's an option there.
Trip receivers far side, one near side. Bo Jackson in the shotgun, claps, back to pass, looks over the middle, complete, 45, 50, 45, dances out of bounds at the 40. Just like that, a 20-yard gain, and oh, by the way, Grant Perry, only 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, you throw a 3-yard pass, but you throw it to Cameron Flowers, who runs a 10.6 100. Folks, that is fast, and you let him run up the sideline, gives you an opportunity here today. I got Bo Jackson. I can throw this thing in the end zone, get you closer, gives you a better opportunity here.
Bunch formation far side, back to pass again is Jackson. Throws short again to Flowers, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Finally gained tackled at the 28. He did not get out of bounds. The clock is going to start running as soon as they set the chains. Let's see if Jackson elects to spike this. There's the clock. Jackson under center, and he spikes it. But he did take 5 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, and that's
5 seconds off the clock on that spike attempt.
That's tough there. You know, you respect the receiver, Cameron, trying to get extra yards, trying to see if he can break one and take it all the way. But in that situation, you want to try to save as much time, get as much as you can, get out of bounds, let your offense there get a play call, and not force that spike that, like you said, Sean, takes 5 seconds off your game clock.
Now, Grant, here's a big question. Do you got 2 shots for the end zone? Or do you get the first down to get yourself closer and run down there to spike it again on the automatic stop with the first down? Let's see what the Lakers elect to do. 2nd and 10 at their own 29. They need a touchdown. Well, they're saying put 10 seconds on the clock. That makes things a little more manageable now for this team. Lakers in that shotgun formation with trips receivers near side, one far side. The dangerous Cameron Flowers with a couple of big receptions. Back to pass is Jackson. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Cameron Flowers, the intended receiver, and it was incomplete. And I think now it's the home side saying the clock did not run. The clock did not run. I think the official's saying 5. Let's see. I'm looking down on the field. Yeah, he's saying 4.7. Is that what it is? 5. Straight 5.
Adams got away with one right there. Cameron Flowers, if he catches that with his speed, he might have had the opportunity to turn the corner on that deep safety. They got lucky there.
Trip receivers near side, one far side. The stadium is literally shaking, folks. It really, truly is. Is this the last play of the game? We'll find out together here on the State Champs Network and Local 4 Plus. Bo Jackson looking over that defense. You can see him looking left. You can see him looking right. 3-man rush. Jackson back to pass. Wants it all up top. He's got a man open at the 8. Down he goes at the 5, and that is going to be the end of the game. And let the celebration begin here at Rochester Adams. Will Thomas, the senior, made the catch at the 7-yard line. Danced down to the 5, but didn't have a chance getting in. Here's your replay.
And they do a good job. They go double post on the outside 2 receivers, and they wheel number 13 there, Will Thomas, up the sideline. Really good throw, really good catch. But you just, the defense is there ready for it. Good play, good recovery. And if you're Adams, you're taught keep everything in front of you, and that's exactly what they do. They come up with a huge stop there to end the game.
There were four Highlanders waiting for him, and Tommy Offer was the first one there. We will check in momentarily with Kara Lyles, an emotional game. How about the Highlanders? Their only lead of the night, Grant Perry, was the 1-yard touchdown plunge. Oh, by the way, on 4th down by their quarterback, Rhino Waters. And they come away with a 21-14 victory to improve to 3-0 on the season.
Great win. I know, like you said, West Bloomfield's gotten the better number of them in the last 2 games. Last season, Adams playing with a chip on their shoulder. Takes a 9-minute fourth quarter drive, turns it to 36 seconds, gives the ball back up 7, says, you know what, try to score on us. We'll play prevent. They do exactly that. They rally to the tackle there with 5 seconds left.
What a fun night here tonight in this lovely area of the great state of Michigan, Rochester, where the home crowd comes home very, very happy, Grant, with a 21-14 victory. We see Kara making her way over to the far sideline, trying to get a conversation with coach, or at least one of the coaches. We'll take a timeout so she can do that here on the State Champs Network.
Gardner White is your headquarters for the new Tempur-Pedic mattresses with breakthrough technology that promises to impact aches and pains, snoring, and sleeping too hot or too cold. And only at Gardner White, get free same-day delivery, the lowest payments, a free $300 gift, a bonus 3% back, and the pledge, a 6-month love it or bring it back guarantee.
No other mattress store comes close. Gardner White versus everybody means bigger savings and better sleep.
What a great scene. Look at that. So many of the fans coming on the field. Just a fun night here in Rochester. And look at the victorious Rochester Adams Highlanders taking a knee, listening to their coach. Just a fun night here in Rochester. I have a feeling that Kara's going to be talking to a very special guest. As a matter of fact, Kevin, you let me know when I can throw it down. Kara Lyles with a special guest. Kara?
A game, you guys started off slow in the first half, but what changed in that locker room coming out here for the second?
We knew the mistakes we made. There were simple mistakes that we could fix, and we just had to dominate the energy out here in the second half, and we brought the energy, and that's what won us the game there.
Mateo Humbert had a great game for you guys as well, a touchdown, couple of huge run plays. Just how special was he in this game tonight?
Mateo's a freaking baller. The fact that college coaches aren't looking at him yet, it amazes me. This kid's amazing. He's a whole package deal.
Well, I got to ask, when you're stopped at the 1-yard line, what's going through your mind in that moment?
Just let me make the play, because I know I want to be that guy in that sort of situation, and I know I can do what I can do, and yeah, that's really it.
Well, a huge win tonight. We had the fans rushing the stands, rushing out here on the field. Just how special does this one feel, Rylan?
It's so special to know our fans care that much about us, you know. They love us, and we love them back. They do. I'm out of words. I don't know. I'm out of words. I'm sorry.
Well, congratulations on the win and a great game for you.
Thank you so much.
Ryland Waters, and here we have another one here with Coach. Coach, what are your initial thoughts on that one?
I'm just so proud of our kids because of how hard they play to the end. And they stayed together and they didn't really get flustered, and we knew we had to have a long drive to end it, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, I asked Ryland the same question. Slow first half, but you guys come out firing the second half. What changed there in the locker room?
You know, it wasn't really a big change, just a level of execution and belief. And I'll give Ryan tons of credit because he's the one that said, you know, Coach, we got this. This is going to go. This is going to work. Give me the ball. And all 11 guys on offense and all the guys that subbed in did a great job.
You guys are 3-0 now, Coach. What do you take from this game moving forward?
A lot of pride. That's a really good football team we just played. But we also know next week it's going to be just like that all over again. So we'll enjoy tonight, and tomorrow morning we're going to get to work.
What's tomorrow morning?
Well, we watch film and we start lifting and running, get ready for our next game.
No days off, right?
Never.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Rochester Adams taking this one 21-14, guys.
Thank you, Kara. Did you see the glee in Coach's eyes? Never.
Oh, my gosh.
He loved every second of that. You know it, Kara.
I'm telling you guys, the atmosphere down here on the field, once that clock hit 0, was insane. It literally felt like I was at the big house at Michigan. I couldn't hear anything. It was seriously incredible. Just an incredible atmosphere down here.
No doubt. Fun night. Grant Perry, we want to thank Kara down on the field for everything she does. We're going to give you the final word on this one, my friend.
I mean, not much more can be said. Like, Rhino Waters just said, he's out of words. Young man, you deserve to be out of words. You just left everything on the field. What a drive to end the game. Adams is a great team. West Bloomfield is also a great team. Look for these teams, to make a splash here in this OOA Red.
Well, we want to thank Kara down on the field. Of course, Grant Perry, my broadcast partner, the entire staff here, the best staff in the business. Most importantly, we want to thank you for inviting us into your phones, your computers, whatever the case may be, on the State Champs Network and Local 4+. For everybody involved, my name is Sean Belegian saying thank you so much for joining us. Your final score here tonight, Rochester Adams comes away with a thrilling 21-14 victory over the West Bloomfield Lakers. Good night from Rochester.
State Champs Sports Network is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Visit ltu.edu today. State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza, home of the original flavored crust pizza. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to reactiontechnologies.com for more information. The Construction Association of Michigan, the voice of the construction industry in Michigan. Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.